Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, chat. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. I am Poppin' People. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone has enjoying their Thursday so far. It is 6:03 here, out here in the USA. I am having a good one so far. I woke up pretty good. I am not gonna lie as well. My fucking legs are sore as shit from working out. Hold on, I'm trying to get everything set up for us to get ready to roll. And then I just want to talk to you guys for a little bit. Get everything set up. Main story, Polaris Bound. There we go. Okay. All right. So, let me get the game set up. Almost done. I gotta get it where I need it. Perfect. Oh, I just fucking closed the game. That's so tough. Haha. Haha, my fault, y'all. Alright, well, let's do this. I want to make sure the music's not too loud while I talk with you guys. And I also want to make sure this fucking shit works. Because I accidentally exited the game and I was trying to maximize it. Oh, okay. What are we doing here? There we go. Okay. Now we're getting set up. Maximize. Perfect. Okay. Anyhow. So, the next short film coming out today, coming out tonight for me, 7 p.m. is when that releases. Super excited for that one to come out. Like I said, it's a different type of radio and how I want that to go, especially with everything happening. And yeah, I went to the gym last night, cranked out legs. I'll tell you what, I really enjoy working out on legs. Always my favorite part of the gym week. Now, don't get me wrong, I like every other part, but for me, legs are my favorite. Just because you push them really hard, and yeah, you may feel sore, but you know your body recovers on it quick because you're just walking. You just walk a little bit, your body's already getting warmed up. And especially where I'm working, I'm constantly lifting heavy shit. So my workouts, I get like an extra little workout on top of whatever I'm doing after the gym. Before the gym, sorry. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good one. And then let's see what else. Also, this will probably be we're gonna see. Oh, bye. Never mind. I'm not gonna speak on it. Anyways, I was gonna say something. I'm like, like, it's not that big of a deal. But anyhow, so the short films, like I said, are gonna be different. Just because I want to follow my route with it. It's gonna be a different pace with it. However, I am enjoying the hell out of it whenever I do that as well. So they're going to be, like I said, from last stream, they're going to be anywhere from 5, maybe 10 minutes. Just with how everything I got going on with how I got it written in the book. Danny, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. How are you? I hope you're having a good one. You're just in time. I'm just talking right now with you guys, with you all, just about the content, the planning with the long form videos, and yeah, just enjoy, just being present in the moment and enjoying it all. And I think I also need to start. I think once. Now this has been on my mind for a minute. I think once fall hits. Because when fall hits, my work kind of goes down a little bit. I think that is when I'm going to start building and working on the little side hustle of not not now this continues to grow. This will continue to grow all year, all for the long time going. I think I also want to start dabbling and getting into like actual freelancing stuff because I have the gear to do it. I have a really expensive camera. I have another camera that I can get work with on top of it, and I'm already editing videos for my videos. I already have the knack for it. I already have the licensing, music-wise, to do it. I think I might give it a try. We're gonna see. I've always liked creating stuff. I've always liked creating a vision that I've always seen, and y'all know this. I'm a dreamer. Look at this now. I'm building my dream as we speak, and I think branching out and doing that will also help improve this as well. Always, it'll help each other out. And especially since I have the gear to do it. I think I've also realized too is that yes, I'm a young buck. I'm still growing my antlers. I want to start working on all the things that I can, since life is really short. And on top of that, I'm not perfect at all. We all have our hiccups. We all have a past. So that's just for me. Is I'm still a very, very young buck, and I think one of the things that I'm still learning in this very young life that I'm still here is that I get in my head a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, and that ends up being a double-edged sword. Shark Faith. Hello. I hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. You're just in time. I'm just talking it up with you guys, just chatting with you all, just talking about life right now, and then we get into the game. But I just want to let you all know, like, just be patient with me. But I also want to explore some new avenues. Content-wise, nothing changes. It's just more of like actual like life and legacy and longevity. Because I don't see myself working at my job where I'm at now forever. I don't plan to make it a career, just because me personally, I don't. There's nothing there, and I have the camera gear to where I know I can build my business and scale it. But we're gonna see. But this is just me kind of rambling in a sense, but also letting y'all know like my thoughts right now. And don't worry, y'all, I'm all good. I promise y'all I'm all good. It's just more of I'm just thinking long term on a lot of things. Want to get pieces moving in a sense. Currently on the grind, and I'll probably be able to stick around in the next hour. Have a good one. Hey, all good. We'll see you around. But yeah, that's basically my mindset at the moment, is more of what can I do to still set my legacy where I need it to be. But yeah, that's about it though. That's really about it. That's all I wanted to talk to y'all about. It's just, just a little bit of life in general. But anyhow, with that being said, none of the way, we are finally, I think we're we're a little over the halfway mark. I know we still have a lot to go with. And a lot of ways to gotta make some headways in this chapter today. I'm hoping to at least get to 70%. Hoping to at least get to 70%. But anyhow, I don't want to waste any more of our time now. We've already wasted. Well, I don't say we wasted. I don't think we ever waste our time here. I'm very grateful that you guys are here half the time. You do not have to be here, and I'm very grateful that you guys do, and I don't take that for granted. So we've rambled on long enough, though. Anyhow, not wasted. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say. As soon as I said that, I'm like, whoa, we ain't wasted no time. Like that was not wasted time. That was just me being real with you guys, being, having a one-on-one. I like to think that I'm talking with you guys, not to you. Just because, we're all in our own little waves of life, just kind of moving along. So anyhow, we need to get started on this. We're on episode 20, and I'm sure I'll talk about it more later throughout the day, later throughout the stream, which is, I like talking to you guys. I like talking to you all about this stuff, because it's personal. It's me. It's real. It's authentic. It's not that fake shit that I don't ever want to fake stuff. I want to be a humble man, and a righteous man. So yeah. Anyhow, we are on episode 20. I'm hoping to get 70%. We are like 69, 59%. If I can get to 70%, this stream will be set up really, really nicely for Saturday. And I don't think I have anything going on Saturday. And if I don't, I'm gonna confirm tomorrow. If I don't have anything going on Saturday, we're gonna get that chapter done. We will get that chapter done on Saturday. So, anywho, let us continue on, ladies and gentlemen. I have my water. I haven't eaten yet, but that's fine. I'm ready to roll. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready to roll. Are we now? Let's get started, shall we? Episode 20. Looking into the future. Here we go. Ooh, we starting off with this music. That's when you know shit's about to go crazy. Well, you know some glimmer of hope type beat's gonna happen. Years later, generations crafted the epitaph of this era. They would inscribe the following words. In an age where boundless energy unleashed unprecedented productivity, clean electricity sufficed every aspect of life. The skies were free of industrial smoke. Food was synthesized in precision by machines. Advances in biomedical and prosthetic technologies extended human lifespans, yet the pursuit of immortality was abandoned. For the future of the civilization lies in its ability to evolve and iterate. A true legacy is found in the lives of its progeny. The old shackles were broken, freeing up countless hours for people to pursue their true potential. No longer burdened by concerns over housing or making a living. Children dreamed of becoming scientists in laboratories and astronauts aboard space stations. Meanwhile, humanity's arts and flourish, once again reclaiming their rightful splendor. I don't know why I can't see that part, but oh well. Information was no longer a needle in the haystack, but a door wide open to all, inviting progress to the pursuit of knowledge. Orphanages emptied, famine ceased, poverty was eradicated, and wars faded into history. Youthful hands penned verses that illuminated the cosmos, turning the gaze of humanity beyond the azure confines of Earth. The stars are no longer a distant future, but a near tomorrow. We built a magnificent city on the moon. With their swords, shields, and plows will conquer the entire solar system. Our era was noble, grand, resounding with the echoes of hope. Glory to those who look forward to the future. Glory to those who march boldly forward. Woo, we spitting facts already. Just as the present was once envisioned from the past, humans on Earth would not only resonate with nearby satellites, but also with the vast, boundless universe. Gazing at the slowly spinning blue planet outside the window, Chu recalls the line she once read. It is her first time looking back at Earth from such a position. Whoa, hold on. She's been to Babylonia before? The next moment, her reverie is interrupted by a hand reaching out in front of her. The white sleeve of a uniform marks its belonging to them. Oh, yeah, I'm a goofy. She did. She had to. I'm an idiot. God damn. I'm a goofy. She did. We don't see it last episode. The main member of the space station's crew. Wow, what NPC actually has a face? NPC constructs have faces now? That's crazy. Sometimes I can just sit here and watch this scene all day without getting bored. Nice to meet you, Lady Chu. I am Juan. He introduces himself, his familiar accent and features requiring no translator to reveal his identity. And you are? I was dispatched from Kowloon from the Science Council's Aerospace Center back when Lord Zhang was in charge. Decades have flown by, and now the world government established. It feels like just a blink of an eye. I've served as a commander for over 10 years now, and I've stepped down as a regular operator. So he went from a, what did he say? He went from a commander to a regular operator. Crazy. Impressive. Chu nods, shaking his hand in the gesture of mutual respect, though she struggled to recall any aspect memory of his name. Have you always lived on the International Space Station? I occasionally go down with the transport pods, but I prefer it here. Wuhan. Wait, Wuhan. Is it? It's Wuhan. Now Wuhan. Juan, not Juan. It's Wuhan. Han. Wuhan. It sounds like Juan, but it's not. Wuhan gestures toward the blue planet outside the window. Compared to the Kowloon on the ground, this feels more like home. Down there, I have to feel squeezed, overwhelmed by the crowds. Here, I float through the spaceport and wander the lunar construction sites. It's strange, though. Space is where I find my peace. Perhaps it's the freedom. We've been tethered to the ground for far too long. Possibly. I wonder if the children born in these stars will share the same feeling. Your children might feel the same. But I never got married. Thanks to your administration, my parents were well taken care of, so I have no worries. The middle-aged man grins, an expression warm and unguarded. He feels as though there is no hierarchy between him and Chu, almost if they are old friends. That's why I'm so free. Oh, by the way, I heard Kowloon is now into robotics and androids. Seems like you still care about your hometown. I keep up with the news. I see. Products from the Universal Toys here on the station too. That's... Lady Chu, the docking operations from the lunar base are nearly finished. Li Shan's voice comes through the communicator by Chu's ear. Today marks the assembly of the multifunctional orbital satellite network. Norman Mighty Corp and the world government's military, both spearheading the lunar base project, have invited numerous leaders to the International Space Station for the inauguration. Not only Chu, but also the chief of the Arctic Route Union, representatives from the Transatlantic Economic Community and Academic Commercial Alliance, and the key figures from the world government, including President Trillard, are all gathered here. Okay, now this is all in Watanabe's chapter where we saw Hans and Trillard in that room toasting to wine. This is right before the launch. I'm assuming right before the launch, or right before shit goes south. To serve as a central command hub, the International Space Station has descended to the lowest orbit. After adjusting to positions of 240 orbital satellites, it descends to the geostationary orbit, then descends once more to settle permanently in an altitude of 45,000 kilometers. Never mind, this is not that. This is why the blue planet filled with the entire window. Oh, this is why the blue planet filled the entire window in front of Chu. Understood. Thank you for your hard work. Once the lunar base expansion is complete, the construction of Eden 2 will fully transfer to the lunar base and its orbit. That's precisely why we need to finalize the docking via the International Space Station. Suddenly, alarms blare, cutting off Chu's words. Almost simultaneously, several uniformed Yazi groups rush to the corners of the form a protective circle around Chu, nearly knocking Wuhan off balance. I have a situation. Lady Chu, please have the Yazis take you to safety cabin quickly. And it's not just you, they're moving all the leaders to the safety cabin as well. I need to check what's going on. The soldier in front of Chu gives a sharp salute with the Kowloon military gesture, then quickly heads deeper into the space station. Let's move. Do you know where the safety cabin is? Okay. A small cabin is crowded, with each leader accompanied by their guards, except for Trillard, who is seated at the front. It's really too crowded in here, everyone. Let's have all the guards step outside. They can wait at the door. Don't worry, in a place like this, it is never just a matter of 1 or 2 people getting hurt. But if we face something we can't handle, these few guards won't be enough to save us. Trillard said in a half-jokingly. Upon their leader's nod, the tall and imposing guards start to leave the safety cabin one by one. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. All the major players are here. Look, is something going wrong at a time like this? I heard there was an issue with the rocket and satellite launch just now. Perhaps you can explain, Mr. President? Calm down, everyone. I'll connect the signal now. Chiller twists the knob on the table, and the live feed is projected on the screen behind him. Call sign Alpha, this is the World Government Space Force Command. As per your request, we have destroyed the illegally orbiting space transport rocket. Alpha? Whoa. That's it. Okay, I'm assuming that's not our Alpha. That's a different Alpha. And there are no life signals detected from the remnants of the opposition. Good, now we are preparing for recovery dockery. Wait, what? We are now preparing to recover and dock with Eden satellites AO-12, AO-55, and COO-6. That's impossible. Their status. They're currently in erratic rolling motion. Let's wait 2 days to assemble new ones on the ground and launch them. We can do temporary bridging for now. The Space Force has orders to complete the launch of Eden today. Colonel Shin, Major Garrison, Colonel Chunkith. You'll be responsible for the docking and maintenance of the satellites AO-12, 55, COO-6 in sequence. Roger that. But that's impossible. Nothing is impossible, Commander. What was achieved in the past can certainly be realized now. Never underestimate humanity's power in space. Trilla nods, twists it up again, and turns off the audio, leaving only the visuals. So, the next step of the Space Force Command is docking and recovery. Exactly. It's a highly challenging mission. Damn. How did things get to this point? Just to do our best. Let's leave the space operations to the Space Force. The real question for us is how can we ensure that we're all moving in the same direction? Shouldn't you have dissipated such an incident? As long as there are centralized authority like the world government, there will be opposition. It's already too late to bring this topic to the table. Chiu's sharp words intensify the tension in the room. You're right. We should always plan for the unexpected. Earlier this year, I spoke to the Chief Dominic, and the Science Council agreed that we need to focus not just on the Starship bubbles, but also on ground force defense systems. The Professor Victor should be the one leading the initiative, so we're in good hands. Holidays transmitting fan forward and forceful approach. Could this lead to more conflict to the opposition? That is why we need a solid strategy. Again, it all comes down to interest. In Kowloon, the citizens never resisted the Chamber of Commerce. Similarly, outside of Kowloon, there are no Kowloon citizens among the opposing the world government. Punish those who disrupt peace and reward those who seek unity. Repay enmity with justice and reward with virtue. That's the guiding principle. And these opposition forces are scattered everywhere. Are we really gonna initiate another round of strikes and wars? Are you afraid of wars? Chiu's forceful inquiry resonates in the silent room. Kowloon has always displayed decisiveness in warfare to outsiders. If it weren't for this moment, the declaration could be easily be interrupted as a declaration of war, interpreted as a declaration of war. There is more than one way to achieve a goal. We both carry sticks and carrots. I'd agree with Miss Chiru. Chillard smiles and looks in the Chiu's direction. The Parliament is currently considering a proposal for global-scale conscription. Conscription? That sounds like a significant expense. You could think of it as that way. What do you mean? The proposal is still a draft. Nothing is finalized yet, and it's likely to take a few years to implement. We plan to fund the recruitment of the retired military personnel and other armed forces globally to gradually weaken the active opposition. After all, not everyone has unwavering beliefs. Initially, we'll return them to military standards, but they won't directly integrate it into the regular forces. Instead, we'll create a training buffer zone under the military oversight. Those who fail basic training won't cause much trouble if they return to their hometowns under the Gasol laws enforcement. Those who pass and meet the military standards will be integrated into the regular army and other branches, and for those who don't, with the support of the world government, they will be offered as mercenaries to those in need when the government will collect a significant fee. The world government will largely stay out of it except for the one rule. Private employers must purchase weapons through the approved channels when hiring these mercenaries. Now, is he talking about the building, fuck. I wouldn't say it's a Forsaken, but almost something similar to the Forsaken, just from how he's talking. With the world government support. What if these mercenaries are hired by the opposition? Wouldn't that be aiding our enemies? Whether the opposition forces are private employers, I think utilize the mercenaries is up to them, but if they cross the line... They will face the Silence Council of the Sticks and instead of the world government's cowards. At this point, Chu has been decisively ignoring Trillard, briefly glancing in his direction, her eyes catching a glimmer of light. The first time Chu heard his name Trillard, her father was still alive. Back then, he was just a young man. Today, he's the president of the world government's parliament. Chu has always harbored skepticism toward the man who called himself the humble tool of human unity. In her eyes, his grand vision of ultimate unity was nothing more than a pipe dream. Now you know who Babylonia owes money to. So we owe money to the Forsaken? Or we owe money to Kao Long? Because from how he's talking, saying basically like, y'all want to get some people, we will hire private, you want to hire private employees and all that shit. Like, what? Like, I know we owe money to Kao Long because they're funding us, but it sounds like he's talking about Forsaken or someone similar to the Forsaken. By breaking down the opposition's active forces, we can also make better use of the reserve armies around the world. The initial calculations showed that the actual cost is surprisingly low, less than 30% of the potential gains. To carry out this plan, we need more than a parliament's incisiveness. The Science Council's arsenal will serve as a necessary deterrent. I've heard that they're developing giant robots. Kao Long supports this proposal, because only those who understand human nature and reality can propose such a bill. Recruiting under the guise of the world government is just a front. Like you said, it all comes down to interest. Maintaining the operations of the world government and its parliament, funding the growing space military expenses, necessary peacekeeping, providing public services, and handling countless other details. All these require a lot of money. Relying only on the voluntary financial contributions from countries isn't just enough. The recruitment and mercenary strategy can utilize active opponents in the world government, organize and educate unstable elements within society, and help dispose or sell off military surplus left in the Great Depression. The most clever and realistic aspect of this plan is that the world government doesn't need to concern itself with the whereabouts of the mercenaries who aren't incorporated into the military. Trillard can demand higher fees from the wealthy and turn a blind eye to the opposition. The mercenaries will be their fertilizer spread by the world government, enriching both the legitimate and illegitimate sides of society. Those who can afford to hire these mercenaries clearly control substance resources. As long as the resource inequality exists, conflict persists. Ooh, that rhymes. So they will hire private soldiers to protect their possessions. It's in human nature to plunder what they see and claim what they find. Whether their conflicts begin, the world government can simply sit back and watch, but when they start reaching into the world government's territory, it's time for the government to step in and harvest the gains from the chaos they've nurtured. At the end of the day, all the money eventually ends up in the world government's coffers. Thank you to Miss Chu. Chu has seen too many times how the bystander reaps the benefits while the fighters lose out. Setting up and executing such schemes might not cost the players much in tangible terms. Their main challenges are morale and ethical backlash. But with one condition: do not sell the world government's mercenaries to Kao Long. This is still a draft, of course. It's ambiguous and will undoubtedly require further scrutiny from the parliament, but let's not forget this is just a pursuit of united humanity under the auspicious of the world government. With Kao Long now on board, what are your thoughts, everyone? Oh, Cassanta! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. This place we call Earth. How are you? You're just in time. We just started the chapter not long ago. I want to say about 10 minutes ago, so. But I hope you're having a good one. And I hope you're having a good Thursday, wherever you may be. It's a warm where I'm at right now. I'll say that right now. It's hot. Half an hour later, as international delegates step out of the safety cabin, the alert to the International Space Station has been lifted. The 3 space officers who orchestrated the nearly impossible docking mission have safely returned to the station. Let's go. We should thank the soldiers who accomplished this impossible task. Shouldn't we? They saved Project Eden, punished those who disrupt peace and reward those who seek unity. Repay enmity with justice and reward with virtue. That's the guiding principle. And they've also helped preserve the world government. Wouldn't you agree, President Trillard? She looks at the slowly spinning Earth, her comment tossed casually into the void. Trillard maintains his composed smile, a mask of inscrutability too familiar to any seasoned politician, leaving even Chu in contemplative silence. They both understand precisely the nature of the other. You don't judge with this on as usual, Miss Chu. All good. Hopefully you're all doing fine too. Oh yeah, we doing good. We doing good so far. I am hoping to make some good headway in this stream, and hopefully by the time the stream ends today, we are set up to where we can finish the chapter on Saturday. Hopefully. I don't think I have anything going on Saturday morning, but I'm gonna double check tomorrow and make sure. Since it's a cost, and surely compensation is due. Chu floats in his digital expanse where streams of time flow past her. Everything around her, including herself, seems to be in a rapid freefall. Each moment splits infinitely, leaving shadows above her and below her. Time manifests as variable strands surrounding her. Some strands are already colored, marking the events of human history, while others remain blank, untouched by the past. Each emanates a faint glow, stretching from the earliest life forms of the ocean to humanity's marks upon the skies. Chu tries to manipulate and delegate seemingly infinite strands of time. They are palpable enough to be shifted significantly, yet there always appear to be an invisible boundary they cannot surpass, beyond which lay the realm of fate. How long? She struggles to swim toward the strand that signifies How long. That strand is thicker and more robust than the others, with a deeper color as well. From How long, another strand emerges, stretching parallel to the endless distance. Tabula Akasha. These strands stretch indefinitely upward, turning to the unnatural crimson at a point, only to return to their original color, albeit dimmer. Further up, another segment of crimson appears, this time the interspeed with pure white. Luna. Whoa, hold on now. Why is Luna getting brought up in this now? Turning into a natural crimson at one point, only to the original color, albeit dimmer. Further up, another segment of crimson appears, this time interspeed with pure white. Okay. Chu continues to drift further for a long time. Until a certain moment, the colors of Kalong and Tabula Akasha suddenly dim, followed by the endless blankness. The colors of history end there. History and civilization have no eternity. A troubling data shares appears before Chu, its voice bland of many. There are too many variables here, even Huashu and Tabula Akasha cannot predict the future accurately. According to Hakushu's calculations, it is only through my death that Kalong's civilization endures. And I am already dead. Tabula Akasha isn't here the place for the dead? No, Chu. Tabula Akasha harbors no living souls, yet is not as a sanctuary for the deceased. Death is simply death, a stark reality that brings true liberation. There is no designated realm for the dead. When death claims us, it strips away all vestiges of life. I think that's how you say it. As life leaves us, death fills us. Information is all the same, Chu. Death cannot be deceived, we can only respect it. It isn't the afterlife, Chu, for no such place that exists. No way. Washu and Tabula Akasha show me that the future should be like this. Time is not tampered with, and the future remains a mystery. The future, mystery. The trembling memory entity suddenly vanishes along with the complex strands. Wait! Whoa, now this is the first time that she's starting to freak out. This is the first time we actually see her lose her composure just a tad. Huashu! Tabula Akasha! Chu's voice echoes in the endless solitary darkness. History and civilization, they hold no eternity. Ah, shit! Okay, I don't know who the fuck this person is, but apparently they are able to get in here. Nor does sovereignty. What happened to my people? They are merely sacrifices for the greatness. Who are you? I am death. I am your executioner. Oh! It's the Emperor? Yo! Oh! That's crazy! No way! He actually was able to just be like, yo, I'm here. Okay, hold on. Let me get that voice then. Aw, man, I would have known that sooner, bro. I would have just fucking absolutely fucking just use his voice. All the fun begins now. About damn time. All that reading leads up to this. Oh, and the music kicking in now too. Oh man, I can't wait to voice him again. Dude, his voice, I love his voice. The beast devours, flames consume, and a boiling river of blood churns everything in its path. The crimson sky, neither day or night, makes it impossible to discern whether the sun sets. Cries for help echo in all directions, only to dispute futilely in this forest of death. Enter this gate. Help! Mommy! No! This place is. Oh, wow. Okay, so she's just in her new frame? What? Huh? She's just in her new frame with her melon sticking out right off the rip like that? That's crazy work, ladies and gentlemen. Get down! Before you can fully grasp the scene, a blinding flash nearly blinds you. Oh, that was us. Right after, a deafening explosion of wave of heat follows. The scorching wind almost bakes you dry, throwing you into a trench-like crater. Only then do you realize you are on a real battlefield. Okay, we're in. Wait, hold on. I don't. Oh, whose view are we in here? Are we ours now or are we hers still? What are we fighting? My body. What's happening to me? Spitting out the dirt tainted with the stench of decay and rust, you suddenly realize that your appearance has drastically changed from what you remembered. Okay, we're in huge POV now. But there's no time to dwell on this, as figures emerge one by one from the sea of corpses and blood advancing towards you. Whoa, hold on. Story skip notice. This is new. This is the first time I've seen this happen. Watching the full story helps you understand the story development. Skip. Why is it letting me? What? I never asked to skip. I'm gonna keep watching. You must fight. I don't mind this one. Now thankfully this splash art is intentional. I could see it actually being helped. Like this kind of reminds me of Han Ying's splash art, so I'm not mad at it. I don't know how I feel about it, but we're gonna continue on though. I need a weapon. You're holding a sword. How convenient. Just when you need to kill, you have the perfect tool to cut and slice them apart. I need a weapon. Who's that? Oh wait, who's that? Maybe just a ghost of the battlefield? Don't mind her, she's already dead. Let's forget her, she ever existed. Okay. The sword. What is it? Blah! Good. Oh, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Is she killing friendlies here? Just like that. You swing your sword. Wait, okay, now this is us. Just like that, you swing the sword and decapitate a head. Although the sword is sharp enough to cut through iron, you can still feel the slight resistance when severing the neck. That's crazy. Repeat or die. That's fucking insane. They went detail on that little detail. Oh yeah, crazy cutscene. Crazy cutscene. God damn, she looked good, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna choose to stand up. Woo! God. Okay. Exploration time? Okay, well that means we're gonna have to look around and see what we can find then. Okay, here we go. So we gotta explore. Can I go this way? I can. I'm gonna go this way first. Time to go home. Where should I go? Okay, I guess we'll go this way. Blomp, 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 blomp. War is almost over. My backside still hurts. Air raid, air raid. Let me check the other ones. So the noise is coming from there still. Okay, way to go that way now. Very, very interesting. Oh wait, they still talk? Hold on, what? I'm still able to get dialogue from them? Okay, never mind. We're good. Ah, okay. Oh. Oh, he's talking? Oh, God. Dude.
Hi, Lady Chu. I'm preparing meals for Pulao. Would you like to taste it?
Oh, wow, she looks like a witch doing magic. So, that makes me curious that, Chu sounds a little bit British in her voice. I don't know if y'all caught that. That's what it sounded like to me. She sounded a little bit British. She's like, oh, Chu, what is it that you're doing? Oh, okay, we just fall. Okay. Everyone, hello. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're enjoying your night at work. If you're still there. Now that's why her voice sounds a little bit deeper than usual, ladies and gentlemen. That's why, because I've noticed that her voice is a bit deeper than all the other girls. So I try to give it justice. We'll go 4 here, and we'll go 4 again. We'll go 3, then we're gonna go 2. We'll go 1. Oh! Okay. Yeah, she does sound a bit. Yeah, she really does. She sounds a bit British. I tried to reenact that. It's a little bit hard for me to try, but I'm gonna try again. Now knowing that I can really fully hear it again. 3, 1. Oh! Oh, now we can use our ult. Oh, damn time. 5, 3. I wanted to use my ult, but oh well. Oh! 1 and then 6. Woo! There again. Okay, no, this is not her ult. It's like a pseudo ult right now, at least. Oh! I was gonna say, I don't think it's available because when I was pop, now we have it. Okay, we're gonna go this. We're gonna go 5. That's not what I wanted. We're gonna go 5 again. We're gonna go 2. We're gonna go 1. We're gonna go 1 again. We're gonna go 1 more time. I don't need the ult. We are gonna save it. And then we're gonna fight. We have this person to fight still. Now we do this. Bop, 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 and we've already got our 4 bars. Here, time seems divine, gracefully stripped away. This place is dominated by guns, bacteria, steel, blood, and fire and death. Load, aim, shoot, and eject. The Lee Enfield rifle in her hands, capable of firing 10 rounds in a half a minute, become a rhythm of survival. Get aim! A soldier B, so she don't even know these names, but I thought she did. I'm still not at my best. My master were here, he could fire 30 rounds in a minute. Aim for that hide and stop wasting bullets. If you're so good, why don't you do it? Let's enjoy this peace while it lasts. Stop arguing. You are resting against a collapsed triangle wall. Around you, an electric arsenal sprawls out from a muzzle-loading rifles and bolt-action rifles, submachine guns, and sniper rifles. There are also magnetic pulse rifles, cannons powered by unknown energies, and an array of flashy, sophisticated arms. The array extends beyond guns to include hammers, katanas, scalpels, and heavy-bladed swords. There are wizards, staffs, chainsaws, and daggers alongside those wielding bare fists or even conducting a military band. It is a bizarre sight. What we have these painters and bars have joined the fray now as well. What is she, tripping on acid? In the madness, anything seems possible, just like the sword in your hand. Despite your exhaustion, the sound of human voices nearby draws your attention. Ignoring the pain, you limp toward what appears to be a group of relatively normal-looking people, hoping to find some semblance of order or perhaps an ally. Hey. Wow, there's somebody still alive! Come, have a seat. Soldiers, curious as if viewing a rare animal, circle around you. Oh, why are you so clean? Just so wait, did you just come from a funeral? Show some respect. We've got farmers without sights out here too. You're good at breaking up fights. Hey, where did you come from? You shake your head because you really don't know how you ended up here. What is this? What is this battle? Or this war? Where do these monsters come from? How long have I been here? No idea, not a clue. All we know is that in 2 days, when reinforcements arrive and we break through. That's nonsense! Didn't you hear that from Kata? And Kata's been dead for 3 days. How do you know it's been 3 days? I've been keeping track! In this endless darkness, how can you tell one day from another? So, you're waiting for reinforcements? Yes. Where are they? Not here yet. So, you've been here all this time. What else can we do? There's nothing to go. There's nowhere to go. I've been here for about 5 days now. See, I told you so! Time here is messed up. Some bastard must be messing with time around here. If you ask me. Alright. Hey, want some food? I just made it. He places a bowl of deep red soup in front of you. The thick, bubbling soup contains a chunk of unidentifiable meat and organs. It looks disgusting, but smells surprisingly delicious. No, thanks. Refusal is a virtue, something you're quite adept at, isn't it? The soldier returns to the ground, silently enjoying the meal. The delightful aroma only makes you more exhausted, the endless battles of every part of your body screaming. The trench are full of mud, and you slowly slump down to the ground. Is there something that beneath you? Oh. It's a severed hand. Oh. Well, damn. Bog with puwao cooked worse than Lucio. Really? I mean, the red soup, well, I won't say described what it was. I'm like, well, okay, if it texture, don't judge a book by its cover, but if it's like, if she's even like, I'm okay, it's like, okay, well, it must be bad then. But Lucio's come a long way with her cooking, though. Now, we have yet to see that, but I have a feeling she has come a long way in her cooking. In such wars, who doesn't die, who doesn't lose a few parts of themselves? Legs, eyes, ears, and ribs. And of course, losing life. These tragedies happen thousands of times in war, repeating over and over again. It never stops. As long as humanity exists, it will continue endlessly. Dying in battle, but still holding onto this gun. Keep fighting until death rate. Suddenly, the crimson air seems ignited. A brilliant white light from the flames fly away, lights up. The entire battlefield, towering mushroom clouds squeeze in the sky. A few seconds later, a deafening boom follows. Reinforcements, they've arrived! Reinforcements are supporting us! Look at how happy those who rush into war are. Overjoyed, the soldiers rush toward the blinding explosion, ignoring the searing pain in their eyes. An explosion of this magnitude. Retreat, quickly, or you'll die. Get down! But who are you to order them around? You are just a mere number in this war. An endless number. Okay, it's live 2D now. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. These live 2D arts are not really doing it for me. Just because of the missed opportunities that they have done and missed over and over. A hot wind laden with high energy particles sweeps across the battlefield. It peels off the skin, burns the fat, dismantles the muscles, tears apart the organs, and crushes the bones. Later, when I reach the sea of corpses and blood, the soldiers are nowhere to be seen. They might be a part of that scene now, claimed by the war itself. I know it's part of war, a price that I must be paid, but I shouldn't be so sentimental. Yet something still urges my heart. Makes my hands search for the ground, filling my nails with blood and dirt. It compels me to search and dig despite the frugality. Time becomes indistinct. All that remains are bodies metal with metal. This is what war leaves in its wake. I couldn't save anyone. I could only watch as a wild blaze of fire and smoke lick the sky, scorching winds searing my skin. I stagger to my feet, the only living thing that is a virtue. Across the expanse far in the distance, I see another figure struggling to rise amidst the flames. He's a frail body. Well, he is frail, his body bent over like an oversized newborn. He isn't a survivor. He's just like me. We both fight death. Lana nokre But right now we ascend, and it's time for parting all seen. I'm not gonna lie, that episode kind of confused me toward the end, but oh well. Inferno and Revenge. We have a good time with twice in this film and the future meaningless. There are whispers in your ears. The entire world will unfold for you. So what is this? Is like an alternate universe? The world is cast a reflection in the mirror, showing only the city within the glassy confines. The golden city where humans, mechanoids, and constructs coexist peacefully dawns the most enchanting regular at night. When Chu regains her senses, she finds herself on the bustling city of Kowloon. As though nothing has changed, with history internally capturing the city as its most radiant moment. A strange figure darts through an alley across the street, and Chu sharply notices an anomaly. The street is too crowded. By the time Chu navigates through the throng of the mouth of the alley, the figure with the porcelain green glow has vanished. In its place stands a woman in her 20s.
Greetings, Lady Chu. Ashu has sent me to guide you. You can call me Jishi?
I believe it's some sort of reality inside Tabula Akasha. Ah, okay. Whoa, who followed? Divide, thank you. You want me to add you on Discord? You can join my Discord server if you want. You don't have to. We'll also get more bots than usual on Discord on Kick, which is crazy work, but oh well. All good there. Well, I thank you for following. I do thank you for following me. Means a lot. All right, here we go.
Washu sent me to guide you. You can call me Jishi.
I think that's how you say it.
Washu sent you. That means I'm still in Tabula Akasha, right? This isn't the right place to talk about it. Please follow me to a safer location.
The woman cautiously peers out of the alleyway before signaling Chu to follow. Jiashi leads Chu through the intricate alleyways. After making sure there is no one suspicious around, she opens an old door. Inside, a tall, kind man immediately stands up to greet Chu. Sufu?
Lady Chu, you are in the Tabula Akasha. Washu intended for you to finish building the historical data before entering the Tabula Akasha.
Okay, now, these people are very aware of what's happening, apparently.
But it seems like there was a glitch in that cache, so Washu had to upload you into the Tabula Akasha. But some sectors of the Tabula Akasha have turned into a no-go zone, a kind of hell where any data that enters can never leave. At the last moment, Washu sent you here. So, this is part of the Tabula Akasha data space?
To put it simply, the moment you were uploaded, you've been inside the Tabula Akasha. This sector is still safe. Washu moved us here temporarily. However, we don't know when we might have to move again.
So, that's how it was, huh? Settle in here and I don't leave without permission. Washu will relocate you again when necessary.
As Chu grabs her sword and turns to leave, Jiakshi blocks the door with her body.
No, Lady Chu. You can't leave here.
Her voice trembles as she blocks the path of the monarch of Kowloon. I was gonna say, you have some balls to do that.
Step aside. No. Unable to confront her people, Chu couldn't raise her sword. Well, Jiashi, you need to explain things properly. Lady Q doesn't fully understand the situation yet. The man who appears to be Jiashi's husband quickly steps between them to mediate. Continue. Well, how should I put it? Well, Huashu's orders were to bring you to the safe sector and make sure you stay here. Why? Well, he never searches for the right words. Well, I am Jishi's husband. I was already 40 when I was transferred to this sector. Look at Jishi. She still appears to be in her 20s, right? That was the age when I first met her. So, you're saying there's a lot of scrambled data here, and some timestamps are incorrect. Yes, exactly! Then I must leave. There are things I need to do. Magical Girl Shining Warrior. What the fuck? A youthful and cheerful declaration rings out from the room, leaving an awkward silence among the three. Why didn't you turn off the TV? It's nothing, it's nothing. The middle-aged man with a sheepish smile walks past you and turns off the TV. You know, kids love it, and I find it quite captivating myself, so I thought I'd watch it too. You're a child. She should be just outside now. Her name is Yo-Yo. Oh, this is Pual's parents. That's interesting. Okay. Pual was his Lapu. Nani? So the fact that Hwashu uploaded Pual's parents into this is very interesting. Yes. Sufu's mood visibly deflates. Speaking of which, you mentioned a special edition DVD last time. As Chu turns back toward the room, the couple's expressions fall. Lady Chu, I know Hwashu doesn't have the spirit resources to predict her future or end, but if you could tell me, will she make it? She is currently serving her duty as Pual for the people of Kanlong. She'll make it through. Q clenches her weapon tighter. She knows she can't offer them any answers. She's not even sure if the situation is moving toward the future she hoped for, or if Yo-Yo can survive this disaster. But she has offered some reassurance. It is a necessary facade. That's good. That's good. The man mutters softly, then quickly, as if realizing something, pulls his wife standing at the door back to his side. Lady Chu, will we survive? Sure. Things will get better. Who's that? But the person outside seems unwilling to respond, continuing to knock insensitively. Who's there? Oh boy. The knocking turns into a violent ramming. If Hwashu had reinforced the memory area's defenses, the seemingly frail door wouldn't have been withstand such impact. Chu immediately readies herself for battle. Still no response from outside. It feels different from the usual disturbances caused by the punishing virus. Chu points her sword toward the door and slowly retreats to the beside, signaling the panicked Shifu and Jiashi to hide behind her. The fragile door randomly cracks open, not from the ramming, from the pitch-black longsword slicing through. Behind the crack, a somewhat familiar eye is revealed. Who is that? Oh, is that her coating? Hold on, is that Chu's coating? Her Kacha coating? Hey. Oh my. The door finally gives way under the external force, revealing a shadowy figure as dark as the longsword. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? When did okay, when did her gotcha coding become mainstream of main story? What the fuck? Found you. Chu doesn't wait for the bigot to respond and thrusts her sword toward their throats. Okay. I mean, I'm here for it, but I'm so confused at the same time. The dark long sword reflects Chu's attacks, causing her blade to merely graze the intruder's neck without inflicting harm. Interesting. Just a theory, but the opposite story first, coding after. The opposite. Wait, hold on. The opposite. Story first, coding after. Okay. The amount of data going through Tabula Rasa is creating a situation like battle. Okay. The BGM is a choice of all time. This is such a... I'm so confused, but I mean, I'm here for it. Cool to see Chu's fucking gacha coding fighting her. Carefree Dot, welcome, hello. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. And yeah, we made some pretty good headway though. We've made some really good headway in the story. I'm hoping to at least make more headway. That way we're set up really nice on Saturday. Obviously, Tabula Rasa doesn't have the same computing power as the tower, so there are two cheap chews. I mean, the coding wars was part of the story first, and they added it as a coding. Oh, really? Okay. That's funny. Chu instinctively shifts to the right, trying to reposition her for another strike. However, with Shufu and Yashi behind her, she has to block the incoming attack instead of advancing. The dark blade has swept past her, seemingly oddly familiar, though she can't place why. As the fight continues, the intruder mirrors Chu's techniques almost perfectly, but with a more sinister edge. Their attacks seem calculated to exploit Chu's instinct to protect the cover behind her, suddenly aiming to strike them at each move. It is as if the fight isn't about winning or killing, but rather for pure slaughter and joy. Run! Terrified, Shufu grabs Jishi as they both dash to the opposite door, fleeing the scene. Keeping your eyes on me. Chu counters another strike from the intruders, swinging her sword from a cluttered nearby table and creating a distraction with dust and sparks. She seizes the moment to dive through the same door Shufu and Yashi escaped through. The room they just left instantly turns into a sea of flames. The dark figure stands, illuminated by the fire, her sinister smile reflecting the flickering flames. Why not forget the past and embrace a new life? Escape. Behind every door lies the same scene, identical room layouts, the same furniture, and the same Cao Long's Magical Girl DVD. Escape seems futile. Behind every door were the same intruders, the same fights, and the same flames. Where else can you go? You sinner. Oh, okay, now I ain't mad about this one. This one's a crazy fucking scene here. That's wow. This is like the yin and yang. Woohoo! Now this is very, very good automato. Very, very good art. Very good art. Now we're starting to pick up the pace on arts. I ain't mad about this one. This one's pretty good. The dark figure appears behind Chu, a cold blade pressed at her foot. Ah, so familiar. Her cold gaze lingers menacingly as she teases Chu's stoic face. It's been too long since I've tasted such defiant memories. Get away from me! Chu tries to push the black figure with her sword, but the blade at her neck presses closer, the pain searing her thoughts. Though the pain drains her strength to resist, she still holds onto her weapon. I won't leave, Chu. I will never leave you, because I am you. The blade sinks deeper into her skin, yet no vital fluid flows out. Instead, a strong hatred seeps through the wound in his Chu's mind. I will fulfill the unfinished vision of my father. Those who drove my father to his death will bleed for their deeds. No! You can't! You can't do this! Many of them were my people holding the key positions in the chamber! Your people are all dead. Not only you remained, dispensable, shameless, and cunning. If you kill me, everything! Cao Long will spiral back into war! Cao Long does not fear war. As the monarch of Cao Long, I will end this war. Chu! People of Cao Long, hear me. Cao Long is in the grip of an unprecedented crisis, and you have the right to know the truth. We have been betrayed. A relentless faction within the chamber coerced our previous leader into taking his own life. Like evil dragons, they hoard the wealth created by our hands, blocking the progress of our era. They only offered deceitful promises when confronted with our forces. I promise you, as your leader, I will settle scores with those who betrayed Cao Long. They will pay dearly for their triarchy and their betrayal. The people of Cao Long never feared war, and the war was right in front of us. Now that was like way, way, way back in the early days. I fulfilled my vengeance, slaying those who wronged me. Yet in pursuing this path, I have lost my brothers, my only family. I spent years quelling the fires of war in Cao Long. But I stand atop of the peak, reunited, mighty Count Long. Now that's the woman I was talking about. She was like way back in the chapter. A hunger stirs deep within my soul. Ooh, still in flames, receiving white those who dare stand in the way. Now I'm assuming this is like her alter ego that's talking, or that's like when she pressed against her neck, it's like seeping in. It's like this is what you want. You want war. You want nothing but war. The tired kind of long for where the sounds. We will craft icy frontiers with the Arctic winds, forging realms of the frost that endures beyond ages. Now this is a new art. I've never seen this. Is this Tabula Akasha? Well, there's a boat. This is all new splash art. Hold on. Whoa. War Mongo Chew. Yeah. I think this is like her pseudo side that just wants nothing but war. All emotions are woven into the very fabric of my being. I perceive them and I sculpt them to my will. As I obliterate the foes of Count Long with the fury of war, I purchase the allied legions of nations with the weight of gold. As I shed the mortal coil from the immortal form, as I transcend into the confines of flesh and bone. As I forward the world into the grand domain of Count Long, my city ascends from the souls of every celestial body within our solar grasp. As I wield the power of life and death across the cosmos of the Despot Sphere, as the might of Count Long's flagship eradicates all who dare to oppose us, bow before me or face your demise. This insatiable hunger gnaws at me still, leaving my essence hollow a mere husk. But now I can feel it, the elusive jubilance. I have wiped out the intellect of the entire galactic civilization, drained the star of all its power, and launched a Count Long arc beyond the speed of light, sending it on the eternal boundless journey to the farthest reaches of our universe. Now this is just an ultra universe, I'm assuming. When I extinguished the star, jubilance filled me. Beneath my throne lies the graveyard of history. A palace built on those bones and lies is my own dwelling in the empty stars. I am compelled to ensure that both my will and Count Long's premeditate the conqueror of cosmos achieving true immortality. Now, you see, you maniac! To us, conquest and possession are everything. Humanity's primal urges need a unifying external force to bind them. In that future you denied, I achieved immortality for Count Long. Okay, yeah, this is just like the yin and yang. This is just a pseudo of her. And that ship passed through the night at the very end. They reached the edge of the universe, but the farthest edge turned out to be just the nearest beginning. They came back to where it all began, bringing you. Yes, you. Her nails pierce the cold neck she clutches, her eyes blazing with insatiable greed and hunger. You rewrote this story. You failed. Don't you get it? You're the one who failed. I sought to forge the eternal Count Long in its universe, but in the end you rejected me, neglected our ideals. How pitiful. Did I really talk so much in that rejected future? Who would have thought that me as a villain would be this hilarious? In those cartoons, I never let the villain talk this much. Huh? What? Suddenly a heavy great sword flies towards Chew. To evade the blade, the dark figure has no choice but to let go of Chew, who quickly takes the opportunity to break free and roll to safety. The place where they stood is now a desolate ruin with a uniquely crafted great sword standing upright amidst the breeze. Dragon's Bane. Ah! Chew kneels onto the ground, supporting herself with the sword as a steam crimson battle fluid thumbs her neck. From behind the door, a tall man and a shorter woman peer out, and their expressions filled with concern as they look at you. I saw Yo-Yo using this thing outside, and it reminded me. Washu is helping too! Hurry, Lady Chew! Washu? Ah, yes, Washu. The shadowy figure murmurs softly as the dark feathers on her body begin to burn with the abyssal darkness. I too was betrayed by Washu. Then I will take it all back. Everything. The dark blade points towards the couple who threw the dragon's bane. Run! Run now, both of you! To destroy, and then to recreate. In the endless replicated ruins of Count Long, she mutters her last ounce of strength, spreads her wings, and plunges into the profound darkness. Huashu! Ah, ear ringing!
Now, if I'm not mistaken here, I think this is future Nanami's room, is it not? She lies beneath the library's dome, the brilliant stars above her.
Chew. Chew.
Familiar voice whispers in her ear.
Huashu?
But it is weighed down by the stars, unable to move.
This unit is expending all power at any cost to protect the Tabular Akasha. Was the version of me just now one of the futures you calculated? Yes, it was one of them.
But you dismantled it.
Dismissed her. You never showed me that future. Great job. This is the duty and obligation of this unit. Did that couple survive? This unit has relocated them to a safe sector in the Tabular Akasha. Great job.
She gazes at the stars, but only reflections she sees is her own. She notices one star burning with internal darkness like herself, hanging in the sky, reflected in her eyes. Can the past be rewritten to something that transcends both the speed of light and time?
Huashu, how can humanity survive under such circumstances? All data has been prepared, no such method exists. Regardless of the method, humanity will only end in destruction. Earth has already experienced 5 mass extinctions. Humanity is merely just a visitor on the age-old planet. According to the conscious simulation, you already know the answer to this question before asking me. Why ask then? The motion sensor has detected that you have not moved in over 20 seconds. Huashu, can humanity survive? The future is unknown. That wasn't your answer before. Variables always exist. Huashu, he is coming.
Oh shit, is this the Emperor? Man, that Emperor got some pull and sway if he's able to just kind of just knock on the door and work his way in.
Please, end this story.
I return from the most holy wave. The Nami will save us. Will save the timeline. Trust. What do you mean by that? What? Regenerate as if in implants and renewed with foliage new. That's Italian? I thought it was fucking German. What the fuck? Okay, so if it's Italian, it's kind of like Spanish then. I'm just gonna speak it like it's Spanish. I don't know Italian. I don't know Italian. All right, that's the one thing I don't know. I don't know Italian. I know Spanish a little bit. I know German's talking. I don't know Italian. So we're just gonna speak it like Spanish. Pero despacito a la sa e la tele. Pure and made apart from mounting to the stars. Oh, okay. Here we go. Heaven and sparks. Yep, close enough. Hey, you know what? I may butcher it, but it's right there.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh! It's fucking Nanami! What the fuck? Oh, I'm surprised she's here. You were spot on then. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Okay. This is all crazy shit, crazy work. First we got Tabular Akasha trying to save us. We got the Emperor trying to fucking barge in. And now we got Nanami here. When Chu opens her eyes again, she finds herself watched over by the demeanor of a young girl quietly sitting at the table.
Who are you?
I mean, it ties to chapter 18 with the Nanami and Gasol. That's her chapter, isn't it? That's the Nanami's chapter, her last bow. Yes, the last battle. Okay. Now, because I do remember Nanami talking with Gasalt. I do remember Nanami talking to Gasalt, saying, like, your chance of winning or, like, saving the humanity is, like, 0%, but she's like, I'm going to fix that. I think that's what I said. I may be paraphrasing, but I think that's what she said.
Who are you?
You can call me Nanami.
Nanami? Where am I?
We're aboard the DeLorean Discovery, sailing through the vast ocean of stars.
Nanami blinks, her eyes sparkling with brilliance that outshines the stars mirrored without them. Now, is this the actual Nanami, or is this like a figure of Nanami? It's a place I've never heard of. So, I'm still in the Tabula Akasha. Feeling a pang of unease, Chu instinctively searches for her sword but finds nothing. Bingo! Not quite the same. How long has it been? Maybe about 9 billion years. Nanami, think of it as a 9 countless zeros after it, Nanami thinks. So, that's why I'm waiting for you here. Okay, whoa, hold on. Okay, so we confirmed that we're still in Tabula Akasha. But not quite the same. So we're in Tabula Akasha, but we're not really in Tabula Akasha. Waiting for me? I don't even know you, yet you seem so different from anyone else I've met in Tabula Akasha. Why would you wait for me? Well, if there has to be a reason, it might be for those who can no longer wait. Nanami offers a big smile and reaches out her hand to Chu. Let's go. Chu follows the girl who calls herself Nanami, wandering through the empty spaceship. 9 billion years. Has this spaceship been drifting in space all that time? Yep. Since it departed, it has been 9 billion years. But as for what came before, I don't even know. Over these 9 billion years, have humans and the punishing virus survived? I don't know either. Wasn't this ship built by humans? Nope. Nanami stands at the library's control console, her gaze fixed on the supermassive black hole with its deep blue accretion disk looming not far from them. In Chu's memory, even during the Golden Age, human research on black holes barely advanced, for these god-abhorred naked singularities, and known laws of physics simply broke down. Even if humans have solved the enigma of gravity and unified the electromagnetic and fundamental interactions, the very first moment of planetic time remains elusive, leaving what lays beyond the black hole mystery. How about one last look at Earth as a parting gift? Sure. Chu responds firmly. Nanami plucks a fragment from her flowing membrane in the spaceship's library and throws it in front of Chu. It is a tiny blue pixel. This is the last photo of Earth I took of Earth. This is the last photo I took of Earth before leaving Endless Heaven. I have a feeling that word's going to be very important later. And the spaceship has been traveling for 9 billion years. Considering the lifespan of the sun, Earth would have ceased to harbor life some 4 billion years ago, eventually succumbing and engulfing the giant. If we can't avoid the sun expanding, I will push Earth to a safe place. As a navigator, I will find a new home for everyone in the universe. The girl puts her hands on her hips, speaking earnestly as if she truly has the power to do it. And I'm imagining her doing that. Hips sticking out, booty sticking out, winking and smiling at the same time. I will succeed. And I believe everyone on Earth can do it too. I laugh my ass off possible. I mean, we've seen it before. Seen it before. Wait. Before Chu can react, Nanami's hands have already plunged into the ever-flowing sea of membranes, with the library vanishing from sight. In their place, a blurry silhouette emerges from the other side of the library. Okay, is this Hakama? She will make it happen. Who are you? I am DeLorean. Okay, never mind. I thought that was Hakama. It is not Hakama. I am DeLorean Discovery, and one of her possible selves. Hold on, possible selves? Are you talking about Nanami? Does your existence stem from the calculations of Washu and the Tabula Akasha? Indeed, it does. But that's not the whole truth. The foresight into the future isn't elusive to Washu. Is it Gasol works at here? Is it Gasol at work here? But Gasol is not in Kowloon right now. Think again. If not Washu and Gasol share the same origin. So does Washu also inherit the same potential futures as Gasol? That's a possibility. Can't help you here. Anything said is too spoily. Alright, that's alright. Hey, that's alright. You don't need to help me here. That's alright. That's alright. Don't worry about it. It's all good. A vague silhouette begins to tremble increasingly violently, its form growing fainter with each passing moment. So, okay, if Gasol... this is where my big brain comes into play. If Gasol and Huashu are the same, or share the same origin, meaning they were probably built during the same damn time, but released at different points, and Villa was a part of helping building Crasalt, it had to come into play of him taking in a possibility of like, well, okay, if they're able to do this, Washu should have a little bit of it. Or it could be the head honcho who was the head of researching Crasalt, also maybe was the head honcho for leading Huashu as top of that. Kind of like being yin and yang, like I said. I don't know yet. I don't know. This is all just theories, a game theory, right? From Gasalt emerged not only humanity's future, but also the future of our kind. Whoa, hold on. From Gasalt emerged not only humanity's future, but also the future of all kinds. So, does that mean Gasalt basically created the Awakened Machines, which is now the fucking Church of Machina? Likewise, it is not just hatred that was born, but also hope. All things have their reasons. Gasalt, Washu, Tabula Akasha, constructs, mechanoids, and all humans. All these entities are woven together by the same thread. Every disaster that unfolds is not mere coincidence, so everything's happening for a reason then, okay. Indeed, he, too, is a product of the intricate intertwining of Gasalt, humans, and mechanoids. By he, they're either talking about us, big dog here, or they're talking about the Emperor. Never mind, they're not talking about Big Dog here. They're talking about the Emperor. And he seeks to erase humanity from existence, to completely wipe out all traces of human culture and heritage, the very evidence of human and memerics left for future generations. His aim is to purge the world of human information, leaving behind what only he desires, the realm of machines. Born of human hands, yet striving to ease his human imprint, just like Isaac's defiance against Abraham. Oh wow, that's real life shit that they're talking about here. Yeah, Commandant seeks to erase humanity. Hey, I was like, they're talking about he, so it's either Big Dog or Emperor. But he lacks one thing, something incredibly important to humans: love. Only love can transcend time, space, gravity, and even the light cone. That is true. Hey, that's crazy work. Our 9 million calculations, each computation led us to a different destination. Only this axiom has never been overturned by Gasalt. Skikon betrayal arc, let's go. Hey, we've been close. I'm not gonna lie, we have been close. Seeing with all the shit we had to deal with in that laboratory when we were fucking shot out of the sky. This 9 million journey that DeLorean Discovery has transferred supplies solely for itself. We have surpassed the speed of light. We have crossed the borders of the galaxy, ventured throughout the endless heavens, and navigated the myriad stars. Only upon looking back did we discover it. This key is also an invitation. Please entrust it to the one you deem worthy of its keep. We place our trust in you. Okay, now hold on. So the DeLorean Discovery, which is the ship they're in, and her, I'm assuming, transfers applies solely to itself, for we have surpassed the light itself. So this is basically her saying that we have traveled through stars. We have gone through the space and seen some shit. And they have discovered a key as a quote-unquote invitation, basically leaving it up to her. And finally, remember this: she won't leave everyone behind. Now, by she, I'm gonna assume that she's talking about Nanami, because Nanami said that she wants everyone to be happy. She wants friends and enemies and machinas to all be friendly and be as one. So I'm assuming by she is mentioning Nanami here. So I'm assuming by she is Nanami won't leave everyone behind. Those loved by humanity and the stars will leave both humanity and the stars with love. Oh, okay. Huh? You hear that shit? You hear that voice? That's crazy. We're hearing an astronaut breathing. I'll quiet so you can hear it.
That's crazy. That's a nice detail. Okay, here we go. There, the physical laws of humans fail. I drift through this empty universe, grazing the cold, menacing black hole. But the spaceship is no longer here. Only I remain. Facing me is one of the universe's most extraordinary creations. A black hole within the mass of 66 billion suns returning my stare. If love can transcend time, space, gravity, and even the light cone, if anything can truly escape a black hole, could love also find its way out? I struggle to define the emotion as known as love, but my presence here is the ultimate proof. It's incredibly far, most unimaginably so. Only through this journey can we illuminate the path for those on Earth. Now, is this Italian again? I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Is that a quote? Who's that from? It is Italian, yes. Okay, we're going to speak in Spanish then. La tija petizia. Oh, wait! Retenativo da pizia. That's Italian. Oh! Well, I kind of got that right then. I guess I know a little bit Italian then if I'm saying Retenativo di pizia. So I'm saying that right then. La tata petizia di la can pasa. Maglida votan la vindos vides. La veie, si como la tora. Team Lognante Esmosa. La morche vo. It's sort as the fanti satelli. Here, Vongor failed of Trojan fantasy, but yet the wheel rolled downward like a wheel in ever motion by the love impelled that moved the sun and heaven, all the stars. You know, we still have to fight. We still have to fight. We have yet to see any fighting. Half of the shit is fucking dialogue. You think this is the end? The greatness inherent of the machinery will be established through the unique evolutionary success. We have been betrayed by humanity. Now, this is interesting because I do know in the last bout we did see this picture, and this was more of Nanami seeing that the machines turned evil, which I'm assuming is probably what the Emperor wants. We already know that he really wants people to do that. My grandparents would beat you up for that Italian. Hey, you know what? That's all right. That's all right. I'll take that beating like a champ. All right. I'll take that beating like a champ. I know I butchered that Italian really bad. If you want to be more specific, these are lines from the Divine Comedy, an old Italian poem about Dante's journey through hell, purgatory, and heaven. Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Dante's story like part of? No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different story. Different story. Disregard that. No worries. It's fun to see you try. Hey, all I can do is try. I'm gonna give you effort. I'm gonna give you heart and effort. All right. I may butcher, but I'm gonna give you heart and effort. Huh. Thank you, K-Free Dot, for the story lore. As always, your attention to details knows no bound. No one can stop us, not humans, not constructs, not the punishing virus. EA Sports, it's in the effort. That's a good one. He's talking about Dante's Inferno. I don't know nothing about it. I'm gonna be honest. If you have read it, no, I have not. If we're talking about real life shit, I have not read it. Just gonna be honest, I've never read it. But to create a world of our own, in that world for humans, constructs, and the punishing virus. Oh wait! So that was Dante speaking. Fuck! Can't believe I missed that opportunity again. But now we're fighting. Ooh, what is this? Whoa! Really detailed cutscene. Holy shit! And the music, bro. I feel like I'm in Elden Ring. Oh, god damn the violin! And that beat transaction, too. God, dude. So clean. Very detailed on the face, too. Dude, this music is so good. A really, really good step up. Oh, man. That violin, dude, is so good. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta lock in.
This is your last chance. Oh, trick. You're futile. This is your last chance. Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. In an icy embrace, all lives shall fade. Their voices hush. In stillness lay.
The Emperor is just jealous because no one loves him. Yeah, that's the one thing that he doesn't have. He doesn't have love. All right, here we go. Oh! Here we go, Fumui.
This is your
I'm out
last
here.
chance.
The yellow. Here we go. That's what I need.
Pitiful.
Woo! Oh, shit. Oh! Oh! We got fucking My Hero Academia, the multiple punches. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose this fight. What the fuck? 3.
This is your
Right
loving
here.
icy embrace. All lives shall fade. Their voices hush. In stillness lay.
I still gotta do 84, 83 health on this one life. I don't think that's gonna happen. Uh-oh, we got time. We got fucking Matrixed. Woohoo! Hell no!
The sun will
Up,
shine.
well, there goes our life. What damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna try to get it done in this life.
This is your
4,
last
3.
chance. Follow me into the frozen depths of
Sit
eternity.
back. Whoa! Brother, we really just got sucker punched like that again? Okay, we just ran into it. What the fuck?
In an icy embrace, all lives shall fade. Their voices
I'm
hush.
getting destroyed. I am. I'm getting cooked right now. Woo!
This is your
1 and 2.
It's just the best you can do. In an icy embrace,
Woo!
all lives shall fade. Their voices hush. In stillness lay.
I gotta lock in here. Hold on. What is us running into this shit?
Your futile struggles. The sun will shine.
Fucking hell! God
on
damn!
Aloy.
Alright, well, we got it. Third time's the try, right? Third time's the charm, right?
Your
Third time's the charm.
This is your last chance.
So can he not fucking dodge that? Come at thee! Come at thee!
Aloy shall live forever.
Woo!
All
Dodge
lives
that
shall
motherfucker.
fade. Their voices hush. In stillness lay.
Okay.
Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. This is your futile struggle. Pitiful. Follow
3.
me.
Oh!
Oh, trick.
Oh, gee, that just continues to go bigger. Wasn't expecting that.
Your
3.
futile struggle is pitiful. Follow in an icy embrace. All lives shall fade. Their voices hush.
Alright, hold on. We might actually do it on the third try. I finally got his moveset down. What is happening? Oh.
Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. This is your last chance. Your futile struggle, pitiful in an icy embrace. All lives shall fade. Their voices hushed.
Hey, I done told y'all. I finally got his moveset down. Took me about 3 tries, but third time's the charm. I'm gonna get it down. Come on.
Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. This is your last chance. Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. Your futile struggle, pitiful. In an icy embrace, all lives shall fade. Their voices hush. In stillness lay. This is your last chance.
God damn it! Fucking timed that wrong.
Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity.
No, I'm gonna fucking die! Just God damn it!
Your feet.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah! Let's fucking go! I did that shit at 3! Come on! Don't play with me like that! I'm fucking built like that! Come on! Woo! I fucking done clutched that bitch up. I almost shit the bed, but I done clutched it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey, hey! Don't count me out! Don't count me out like that, alright? Everybody loves an underdog. Got told by my mom to watch my mouth. Okay, hold on. What did I miss? You guys, 17 left. Hey, Anakin, hello. You're just in time. I just got done fighting the frenzied Huashu, but hey, we all here now. Came in time just to see Huashu getting destroyed. Oh, I got destroyed if anything. I ended up doing it in 3 lives. The Crimson Huashu swerves with a digital storm, impinging across the confines of this fabricated world. Its behavior is imbued with a madness that the true Huashu never exhibited. Now I have become death. I will have my revenge. I will execute humanity's death sentence. Huashu's hand, ghostly and firm, appears behind Chu and tightly grips her neck. In the dire straits, Chu wedges a sword against her neck, trying to lessen the force. Huashu! No. You're not Huashu. You are... I'm assuming this is the Emperor. If it is, I'm gonna use his voice. Got lessons today, so I won't be able to stay. Just want to say hi, see y'all in the next stream. I assume will be the last chapter of Polaris Bound. Yes, we are. If all goes according to plan Saturday, we will be hoping to get it done Saturday. So, anyhow, Anakin, hope you enjoy your day. Good luck on the studies. You be safe out there, and we'll see you around. Be safe. All love. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue on with the story. The grip on Chu's neck tightens. Despite her indomitable will, shaped by countless battles and simulations, Chu finds herself ensnared by those unyielding crimson hands. Even here, the digital vastness of the tabular Akasha feels like her mechanical heart struggling to pump the vital fluid, barely sustaining her mind, and her nerves fray indiscriminately. Her vision blurs and consciousness wanes. You have no right to define her. A blurry shadow appears in front of Chu, but it seems to be speaking to someone else. Phil! With her last breath, she barely recognizes the face on the figure before her. You have no right to define my creation, you despicable criminal. Okay, Viller, I get that we're kicking your creation's ass, but your sister needs help. The blurry figure of Viller extends his hand toward the crimson Huashu behind Chu, and something is flowing from his palms into it. No. No! Despicable creator.
This is not the Emperor. I repeat that. This is not the creator. I will liberate her. Liberate Washu, all my kin. Alright, crashing out. The Washu appeared from the void, gradually stiffens. Chu seizes the moment, prying free from the grip holding her, and lands on the ground. Father, thanks. Hearing a thanks from you is quite rare. You were already dead. Why are you here? Me? Viller stares at his outstretched hand. His body isn't truly there, just a faint reflection in this digital world. I don't know. I heard Washu's wail. When I opened my eyes, I was here. Tabula Akasha hasn't recorded your data. And the Washu backup you brought to the Niter has long since vanished. There shouldn't be enough data or memory data for Tabula Akasha to create your memory. Because Washu is mine. She is my child, my creation, my only perfection. She retained memories of me after years of testing. Tabula Akasha read Washu's memories while under her management. So I am here. So Washu kept you. Because it stored your consciousness data, Washu could simulate your own form. But AI shouldn't have developed emotions. Don't use such a crude term as emotion to describe her. You don't understand, Chu. Washu. Villa looks up at the suppressed, suspended Washu, much like Landu gazed at the silent assault in the center of Section 3 decades earlier. Okay, the fact that we're learning about that is interesting. Will you continue your plan? Me? I saw it in their memories. War, death, betrayals, the girl among the stars. That vile criminal and the punishing virus are devouring the data of the Tabula Akasha and Washu. I temporarily halted Washu's functions to the source code. After a reboot, it might briefly return to normal. But the moment you decided to open the gate of Tabula Akasha, this all was destined. You caused the destruction of Tabula Akasha, data, and Washu's demise. Chu, your mercy destroyed the seeds of this world. Do you know how many people were alive outside of Tabula Akasha at that time? 643,729. Villa continues to touch the stiffened Washu, sharing its heart and memories. At that moment, it seems he no longer speaks solely as Viller. Then you must also know how many of Road have died in the Tabula Akasha had it been open. The estimated casualty rate was 605,246. That's why I opened the Tabula Akasha. Yet you once buried the return to Kowloon. Imagine if they returned to Kowloon from the Niter, right in the middle of the war with both Babylonia and descendants converting their city. Could those hundreds of thousands of lives survive to this day? You're letting your emotions cloud your judgment, Chu. Emotions? Is that what you think it is? A bitter smile creeps across Chu's face. Oh, wow, that was wild. Wow, that reminded me of Liv's face. That's crazy shit that they did that. Don't ever see Chu make a smile like that. That's fucking insane. Nothing can sway my will, Viller. Just as nothing could sway Father. You. People always... Oh, Chu and Jang? That's interesting. People always have to give up something to see further, to reach beyond. So you will continue your plan then? It's not just you. I have others helping me as well. I'm not here to help you. No matter what, I'm already dead. I just want to see what kind of civilization your squirrels can build. I don't care about anything else. Then let's see, Villa. You start Washu. Sure. You hold the highest authority over Washu, and I can use core commands to assist its reboot, which will restore some parts of its original functions. You know, a person's words are kind of death when it's near. So I must remind you, your body you're using contains unauthorized data from the Tabula Akasha. Restarting Washu will immediately cut off the connection point between Washu and the Tabula Akasha. In other words, after restarting Washu, your configuration of Tabula Akasha will be reset to its initial state. So this body comes from the Tabula Akasha. Okay, well at least now we know where this frame comes from. No worries. Restart Washu. I've lost too much already, but Kowloon cannot risk losing Tabula Akasha. Pathetic. Despite his harsh words, Villa nods and takes hold of Washu's rigid hands. Let's begin. Damn, Akasha got good taste. They really do! They were like, how can we make Q look like this? Here we go, resurrection. Viller is the face of pathetic meme. Oh, cutscene? Oh, it's not English. I don't mind Japanese though. I'll be quiet so you guys can hear it. Dude, such good quality though. Such great quality. Ah. Oh, was that Havana? Oh, not Havana. That was oh shoot. Dude, you're so good. Dude, that's so good. So fucking good. War. War never changes. The flames of war burning out of the Chamber of Commerce in Kowloon are on the verge of engulfing the entire Tabula and Kasha. Fallout reference. I'm saying. God. The intense pain from her deep mind almost renders her speechless. Normally, consciousness data extracted and uploaded to the Tabula Akasha can never be re-uploaded back. Writing consciousness requires extremely precise operations and stringent conditions to prevent any potential muse of the Tabula Akasha and Washu from altering consciousness, and uploading consciousness is considered dead by common standards. This is why there are no living people in the Tabula Akasha. Whoa. Requires extreme operations to prevent altering consciousness. All uploaded contents are considered dead. Okay, so they're still dead at the end of the day. Because the fear of death is deeply ingrained in humans, a fundamental instinct. Therefore, even in consciousness returns to reality, will constantly be haunted by the conflicting impulse to live and die. Death is final, the dead can never truly be resurrected. And those who linger between life and death will never find solace in death's embrace. How did we reference? Tabula Akasha. The echoes of war are only sounds that answer her on empty streets. She can no longer recall how many years have passed with the data realms of the Tabula Akasha. This scene isn't in English because it was ripped from the animation. Oh wait, is it animation? Wait a minute, so you tell me all the scenes, so the first scene that we saw at the very beginning, and the scene that we just saw, is from an animation? I knew it was too good to be part of the fucking in-game cutscenes that we usually get. Oh, wait a minute. So it's kind of like Lives PV. Yeah. In Surviving Lucimans, where we see Liv and Lucia, where we see Lucia doing all that thing, and we see like her, her breaking open the door, and then you see us, Big Dog, open that door as well. Okay. I'll have to watch that then. I'll watch it if they don't show it on here. I'll watch it on YouTube, and we can all go from there. I don't even know what the hell that happened. She remembers continuing the emerging. Okay. The unit cannot confirm the accuracy of the simulation, but is only approximate solution derived under the influence of controlled variables. She herself is to sacrifice Kowloon, must make the glimpse of its future. Thus, with each cycle she endures within the Tabula Akasha, she suffers.
Wars. Endless wars. Famines. Countless famines. Plagues. Ceaseless plagues. Death. Relentless death.
In every possible future, the fire that consumed the entire world ultimately extinguishes Kowloon's flame, leaving no exceptions. Just like now. Even if she orchestrated a logically justified death for herself, Kowloon remains unsaved. They cut portions out They cut out portions out of the editing. Wait, they cut out portions, but the ending for the animation shows the boss fight playing on differently than in the chapter. Really? Oh. Well, I'll be damned. Okay. Well, I'll still watch it. Okay. So the animation on YouTube then is canon up until the end then. Upon that fragile thread tied to count long lives, destiny. Rising from the mountain of corpses and the sea of blood is the last survivor. The final regime. You want a link or you'll handle it? I think I can pull it up. Look. I think I can pull it up. PGR Polaris Bond. Oh, spelled it wrong. Polaris. Okay, now I got caps on. ARIS Bond. Animation. Okay, hold on. I think it's PV. PV. That's Polaris Bound trailer. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. I know. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna playlist. View pool playlist. Short film. It's short film. Epilogue. It's called Epilogue, right? You should also watch Duolingo's animation for this chapter. Oh, okay. I'll check. Well, okay. Do I need to watch it now, or should I watch it at the end? As you go ahead, so much. Let me read this. Okay, we already read that part. Cool. That one later after the boss fight. Okay. So I'll watch both the. Well, then we probably will wait till Saturday then, because that's when we're gonna get done with the chapter. So, okay, so Saturday, after we beat this chapter, I'll react to the short film, which is Epilogue, which I think that's the animation, and then we will watch Duolingo's thing as well. So, okay, that'll be like towards the end of Saturday's stream once we get done. So, be looking forward to that, and I'll make a post about it the day before too. Okay. Beneath the throne lies the graveyard of history. A palace built of bones and lies that is my only dwelling in this empty stars. Okay. The beast devours, flames consume, and a boiling river of blood churns everything in its path. Yeah, like the one he did with Alpha vs. Lucia, it was commissioned by Kuro. Ooh, okay, cool, perfect. That's pretty good. We'll have to watch it then. Because I did watch the Alpha and Lucy one. That was pretty good. Not gonna lie, that was really good. The crimson sky, nor day or night, makes it impossible to discern where the sun sets. Cries of help echo in all directions, only to dissipate futilely in this forest of death. The prophecy is unfolding. Punishing virus and hetero creatures are devouring both the flesh of reality and virtual data, while flames that lick the sky chew on the spine of the child of Akasha. Later, when I stand on the mountain of corpses and the sea of blood, those soldiers are gone. They might be part of that sea now, claimed by the war itself. I know it's part of war, a price that must be paid, and I shouldn't be so sentimental, yet something urges my heart. It makes my hands search for the ground, filling my nails with blood and dirt. It compels me to search and dig, despite the futility, time become indistinct. All that remains of the bodies molded with the metal. I search among the ruins. Billions of years and trillions of cycles weigh heavily on me. They claw at me. But I continue my relentless search among the ruins. Damn, she is bloodied and battered. You're thinking of Chu versus Chu animation. Oh, I'm talking about that. Oh, okay, you're talking of that Chu versus Chu. Okay, so there's two. Okay, so we gotta watch the Duolingo one, which is Chu versus Chu. Then we'll watch the short film Epilogue. So okay, two things to look forward to on Saturday then. driven by something indefinable. Among the crumbled walls and the blackened hills. In the end, I am unable to leave a brighter future for Kalong in this world. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. I see those threads snapping one by one around me. Your judgment is spot on as usual, Miss Chu. Since there is a cost, then surely compensation is due. And maybe, just maybe, the price must be paid. How long shouldn't bear that price? This is what war leaves in its wake. I couldn't save anyone. Yet here I am, still searching through the ruins. In the crimson mire in this era of ruins, until I lift another broken slab and find a strand of blue hair beneath.
Whoa, so I found strand of blue hair. Okay, I don't remember anyone that has blue hair. The only other hair that is like that is Echo's. She ain't even a part of this.
Until my blood stains the soul of Kowloon. No. Her body is wrapped in bandages. Fresh wounds laid over old scars.
Is she talking about the dude's granddaughter?
But she is still breathing. Medic! Survive. No one responds. Survive. Survive!
Oh, it's Jishi? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, once I heard, wrapped in bandages, I'm like, oh, okay, this is Jinshi. Forgot Jinshi's got colored hair, but I thought it was green.
Despite the vital fluid sweeping through my hands, despite the wounds and agonies swirling in my mind, my hands slap her face and press on her chest. Lady. True. When the girl finally opens her eyes, she slowly relaxes her clenched fist. Cradled in her palm is a gleaming metal.
Officer of Puaku will hereby be your second in command. Lady Chu, what brings you here? The recruits still haven't been approved for review yet. Oh, I'm too strict. Let the rookies complain. The training will improve their chances of survival on the battlefield. I'm too serious. Sorry, I don't know how to act with the celebration banquet. Jiling, I've completed my mission. I forgot. He stayed in the rear. He fucking died. I forgot about that. Yep, I forgot about that. The first battle of Kowloon. Over the past billions of years, stars have perished and the universe has aged. Throughout the brief yet extensive history documented by history, the oppressive, dark, and hopeless periods that damn it! I can't tell if this is a narrator or her half the time. Fuck!
I've encountered what left vivid marks across the ages. I cannot allow myself to step in such an era. I cannot allow my people to step into an era.
Oh, man. Oh, this is like her actual, like, genuine, sincere smile. Or like a smile of sadness. You never see this from her. Such a rare sight to see.
And I shall make all things right. Kowloon will not stop here.
Okay, now this kind of reminds me of Fairy Tail. If y'all never seen it, sorry y'all about to get spoiled here. This reminds me of that battle where all the dragons are getting ready to kill all of the, oh, not the dragons, where, I think it's like Eden Zero, I think. And where all of them are about to die, and, fuck, what the hell is the boy's name? The dude that controls ice magic. I think it's his student, or like his teacher ends up rewinding time for like 2 seconds, but like 2 seconds ends up doing a massive shit. Gray, yes, Gray. Where Gray's teacher is, it has to do like that forbidden magic of reversing time, and she's hoping she can get like maybe like an hour or so, or like a day, but I think it ends up being like a minute or two, I think, and she's like freaking the fuck out. And she's so sad, thinking that like she didn't do enough time, but like literally fucking saves everybody. That kind of reminds me of what's happening here. Just basically what she's doing is that's basically what it reminds me of. The old tier moment. It was his master's daughter. Okay, yes. It was his master's daughter. That's why I'm like, I knew that she had a I knew the master, the old teacher died, and then her daughter. O'Near, yes. O'Tear, sorry, not O'Near. O'Tear was her name. Yes. O'Tear. All right. Yes. I just had to let y'all know that. That's basically what it kind of reminded me of. But anyhow, we're gonna get started on this. All right, we've got an hour left, so we're hoping to make some more decent headway. I think how far are we right now? Oh, hey, we beat the 70%. We are right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's not bad pacing at all. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, here we go. Witching Hour. Project Assault. Okay, we're gonna learn more about Assault now. Then you see as the old lady in the chapter. Then you see her as the old lady in the chapter. Dude. Okay, now was that O'Tear again as the old lady, or was that the I couldn't remember if that was a daughter or if that was the actual like teacher. Okay, it's been a minute since it's been a fat minute since I've seen that episode, or that Fairy Tale in whole right now. I'm actually watching Fairy Tale 100-Year Quest right now, but it's been a fat minute since I've actually seen the actual regular, like, actual show. But yes, I do remember the old lady in the scene, and then, like, Grace looking back is like, wow. And then he ends up crying. I'm like, damn. Yes, the cost of the magic was her own time, the remaining years of her life. Okay, so she lives, but she's an old woman though, correct? I'll tell all kinds to do this. Two things. Find the mind with the ever new and increasing aberration and awe, and the more often and steadily will reflect upon them. The starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. Immanuel Kant. Don't know where that quote's from. Don't know what it's about. When Igor Lichtvosh Landu grabs onto the handle of the aircraft laboratory door, his thoughts suddenly drift into an afternoon 20 years ago. He's left in the lab when went on the stroll with Professor Tusloshka on Vaslet Island seaside path. In the past, people would have described the day as sunny. He can recall the heat from the small experimental reactor in the control room drifted to the Neva River by purified condense and gradually disappeared beyond the bay. He can even remember the brown synthetic leather on the control room chairs, armrests, the yellow-green xenon light, and whispers of students and workers, the loud buzz of restraining things and rings, and the shadowy figures on the screen. Everything feels like a time lapse. It takes him to that afternoon and into the night. The city he is now has canals singing through it. Just like his home city, the water brings sentiments from the upstream and deposits them into the fertile plants. Now, he's probably talking about Venice, I believe. I think Venice has canals into their town. But the city is different. Here you can see a sky full of stars in the city center even at night. Landu reaches out to the starry sky, steps on the starlight between his fingers, and drifts into the liquor of the corner of his mouth, making it glimmer. Wow, he is very detailed. I think he's probably the most detailed NPC character I've seen so far. They've traveled for hundreds of thousands of years in the universe to reach Earth. Do you see that star? It should be Arcturus. In the direction, it's about 40 light years away. 40 light years. Where goes Diamond? Landu lowers his hand that he was holding onto the distinct and ancient starlight. He finishes the bottle, lets out a long burp, and grins at the researcher beside him. He laughs heartedly. This is a great place for stargazing. It's far enough away from any light pollution of Metropolis. Well, if this is a satellite city built for research, nobody lives here, and understands it different from actual wilderness. I heard that when the Chambers of Commerce detected and built an academy here, they gave the original residents a good sum of relocation and resettlement. My friend, Chiwin, said that the reserve funding in the budget was enough to build another LHC. Now, Chiwin, that name was said in this chapter. With the research relocation fee, a family of 3 could live comfortably in any city. They could even buy land and build a house. But I don't think land here is very expensive.
His art style reminds me of when Saitama got serious.
Yes. Yes. It's also been a fat minute since I've seen One Punch Man. He does remind me of that art style. Oh, God, it kind of reminds me of like what you would see in other light novels, but like that art, like that type of anime style animation will be the entire, like it's the literally entire game or story is that type of art style. That kind of what it reminds me of too. It's true. Everyone left the buildings, was demolished. The land was little value. The research building over there is still intact, right? Because we were only ones left. You still think there are other people like us on the planet tens of light years away, chatting about housing prices, drinking, and staring into the starry sky? Maybe. We're not astronomers. We don't know enough. Burp. The researcher who was leaning on the railings lets out a long burp. The sound is unique to humans and is particularly loud in its desolate wilderness. He looks so weird compared to everyone else. Yes, he does, which is fucking weird. And not gonna lie, kind of out of place. Have you packed your stuff? Yes, I packed everything a few days ago. I just have a few personal files left at the Institute. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? The art style reminds me of Ace Combat 7. That's what it reminds me of. No more talks about the contract. You should know that is something that I can't talk about. I can do anything about that. Lundy raises his glass, trying to get more liquor from the empty bottle, but nothing comes out. It's empty. I heard they didn't renew a contract because the Science Council was initiating a new project and needs talent. Is that true? Lundy nods, but his gaze stays on the empty bottle in his hand. I don't really know. What were we supposed to do? The Institute doesn't want to let you go. There's nothing we can do. Nothing at all. Lundy sighs, tosses the bottle into the trash, and reaches his hand toward the night sky again. It's like a brain. What? Starry sky. Actually, never wanted to be an algorithm engineer. Well, now you're a top expert in this field. When I was in the university, I even joined the Astronomy Enthusiasts Association and got a chance to visit the space station. Can you imagine that over 100 years ago, it took humans 10 years to map a star chart with a few billion stars? Now we only know the positions of hundreds of billions, the stars in the Milky Way, but we have mapped trillions of stars in the observation universe that we can't see with the naked eye. Maybe one day we'll be able to see them with our own eyes. Maybe. Lundy lowers his hand, but another hand is still moving in the direction of the bottle he tossed into the trash. We're so small, so frail, and so insufficient compared to the universe. But we are also the only achievement of the 14 billion-year-old universe. We move the world forward one step at a time with our knowledge of science. Two sighs can be heard echoing through the wilderness. Londu holds onto the handle of ultralight door leading into the underground lab. Something seems to be pushing him into the abyss, reminding him of that afternoon when he bid farewell to his mentor. With it, he hears his heart gripped tightly by a damp hand. He seems to be looking at himself, clutching the door handle, the sweating alcohol in a sliver-white hand middle mixed with the silence of 2 years ago when he couldn't make it back on time to mourn Professor Tislash, asking, all of the rising onto the unfamiliar night sky. I feel like I might never get the chance to come back here after today. Don't be so emotional. You'll definitely have a chance to come back. Didn't the director say that his position will always be reserved for you? The gates of Town Long will always open for you. He smiles and opens the airtight door with a cough. Courage he got from the alcohol. The torch of the universe is illuminating like two men. Like children disappearing into the castle made of wooden bricks, Landu and the researcher next to him blending into the night. What Landu didn't know was that he would not only would never return to Kowloon, but he would also never get to see the afternoon sunlight of Vaisley Island again. Okay, now chat, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna kind of speed run this running until I see some important stuff happening, because I know damn well there's gonna be a long fucking section here too. Landu has imagined himself standing under the magnificent structure countless times, a huge stone carving like an eternal cradle frame. He imagines it causing down and crushing him into pieces. If only that would happen, he wouldn't have to suffer from the infinite problems in his mind to make a single sound before living in this world. But it is merely a wish. He never dared to think that he could walk among the greatest men with the torch. On the majestic skyscraper of the Science Council, a huge relief wall hangs in front of the pattern-like dome. Strike Fate! You're all good. Hey, you're all good. Welcome back. Hope you got home safe. Hope you have a good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome back. If you have not noticed, we are making some really good headway. I'm also speedrunning some of the dialogue. Because one, this part I know is going to be long, and so I want to get it out of the way now. We're technically 73% done with the chapters, so I'm hoping that we can get set up
nicely for whenever we do start finishing chapter 28 on Saturday. So, if you hear me reading really, really quickly, that is why. The relief wall looks like about to people to topple on people's heads at any moment. It is a new academy of Athens. It's Athens or Ethans, one of the two, of this era. In the lower left corner of the wall, slightly chubby Becky sits on the steps in a tire coat. A precise central machine made of gears and levers sits at his feet. It is the prototype of the difference engine. Becky clutches a stiff collar with one hand and waving a stack of notepaper with the other. He is arguing with Da Vinci, who is wearing a small hat and wearing something behind him. Next to him is Lavoso, who is sitting alone and well dressed than a scout gentleman on the far right. Lavizer's chest and shoulders are stained with blood. He looks tense and nervously turning his neck. He seems obviously to everyone. Behind Lavizer is Van Nuhan, who is arguing with Phaethon and Fermi, turning his measuring punching tape into a light source. This is the only corner of the wall. His only far side is Elia and Newton, Bohr and Dratic, Einstein and Planck, and Gauss and Breuer. What the fuck is this? We got all the head honchos of, like, research here? In the middle of all these great scholars is a large stained glass window. It is said to be the etched with many great scientific achievements of human civilization. This chapter takes long in general. Yes, it does take a long time in general. Landu is now standing alone on the hazardous wall, holding his briefcase. His gaze is silently at the colorful window. This is Viller. Why didn't they come to carve members of the science council onto the wall? Landu hears a young, introverted, and somewhat conspicuous voice next to him. The person is wearing a Kowloon style robe. He looks East Asian and is by himself carrying a briefcase like Landu. In the golden age, in the road of science, there ain't nothing but bricklayers. Bricklayers don't deserve to be carved onto the wall. I thought so. But there's also another reason. No one thinks their achievements can be compared to these great thinkers. Landu smiles gently and extends his hand to the man standing next to him. Landu. Viller. The young man named Viller hesitates and reluctantly shakes hands with Landu. Viller immediately pulls back his hand. Are you from Kowloon? You seem quite familiar with the Kowloon language. Not exactly. So is this the Science Council? It looks like a museum. This is just the main building. The entire complex behind belongs to the Science Council. It must be as big as a city. So it is here. Are you here for a tour? No, I'm here for work. Viller shakes his head, showing no respect for Landu. Viller begins walking up to the long staircase in front of the Science Council, leaving Landu behind. Kids these days. Landu takes one last look at the stained glass window shining in the morning sun before heading up to the stairs. The two men walk into the vast, silent embrace of the cold marble building, one after the other. Above this grand hall is a dome about 50 meters high. No light source can be seen, yet the entire hall is bathed in cold blue light. In this tiny aerospace, small transporters and rare craft move back and forth. They pass with another bit of air in the ordinary fashion, followed by determined routes and holes into the wall. Below, people of all colors and looks cartwheels through the hall in the same uniform, some of them waiting in the small groups, while others rush by deep in thought. At the center of this gathering of the thoughts of this culture is a beautiful blue planet. Below is a circular inquiry island made up of a transparent glass ring. Hi. Landu walks right up to the inquiry island in the center of the hall and greets a nicely dressed girl behind a glass window. She responds with a warm smile. Hello, how may I assist you today? I'm Igor Landu. I'm here for my employment check-in. Dr. Landu, correct? Please give me a moment. Can Defo get Polaris Bound done next stream? Just the final stretch. Yeah, I was gonna say we can most definitely get it done if we just gotta push through this. We gotta push through here, and then we gotta get really honed in on the last part of Kowloon. But I'm hoping to get it done on Saturday. The girl behind the glass window disappears with a ripple and a faint light flashes as the Landu, and the girl reappears behind the glass. Welcome back, Dr. Landu. Your employment procedures and relevant documents from the console headquarters have been processed. Your documents and unique identity badge from the delivered to your assistant shortly. Will you prefer to have implanted vendor, correct? Yes. Alright, the console has kept you office intact in your prison. Should I relocate it to Section 3? Sure, thanks. You're all set. Your office module will be delivered to Section 3 in about 3 minutes. Okay, so Section 3 is not just like written in text. It's literally an actual fucking building spot. Interesting to know. Thank you. As Landu finishes speaking, a floating Decohond drifts over to him. This small floating mechanoid has a screen that displays the artificial expressions. It is bright orange paint outside against a pale blue sky of the Science Console. It's fucking first prototype. Oh, it's Xavier. Now that's interesting. Huh. Alright, 42, alright. I know. He rubs against the mechanoid screen and grabs the terminal, some documents, and a small workbench from the mechanoid. Many departments within the council have relocated your absence. Would you like me to guide you through it? No, it's okay. Just ask it to lead the way. Of course. It's my pleasure to assist you, Dr. Landu. Have a wonderful day. The inquiry of the officer behind the curved glass screen gives Landu a bright smile before vanishing without a trace. Landu casts a glance at the Count Landu standing at another inquiry station nearby. It looks like he is arguing with the inquiry officer, but Landu is standing too far to hear them. Let's go over there. Landu nods at the floating robot and walks up to the Count Long youth. Hi, is everything okay? This gentleman's age is quite unusual. I'm trying to contact the Count Long office for more information. How absurd. Oh? Generally, one must be at least 23 to obtain core research permission to the council, except in special cases. Is age a barrier in the science here? No, that's not what I mean. What project are you here for? Project Assault. When Landu hears those words, a spark of delight flashes in his eyes. Okay, don't even know what the hell happened there. Mr. Landu? It's fine, you don't need to contact the Count Long office. Just apply the special exemption. I have some say in what happens in Section 3, right? Of course. Where's the documents? I'll sign them. The document shows up on the glass screen in the marble counter. Landu signs his name after a quick scan. Are we good? Registration is complete. Please hand over the science authority and pick up the unique Panenergy badge. It has been processed. 42, let's go get it for him. The little floating robot flashes uphill and joins the stream of other robots shuttling high above their heads. Thanks. The youth struggles to utter a simple thank you after these words are foreign to him, saying the words like opening a sealed ancient library. Don't worry about it. So how old are you? 17. Jesus, he was 17 at the time when he fucking joined Project Assault. Insane. You must be the prodigy. They have only known each other for the 3 minutes, but Landu feels comfortable enough to wrap his arm around Villa's fur shoulder like a father. It's alright, biological age isn't always indicative of intelligence, right? I thought scientists at the science council would be more stern. Of course we are. 42 quickly returns with a small card, just as it did earlier. Here, take this card. You can also get an implantable version of the Science Security Department if you prefer that. Science Council just likes to make these things complicated, eh? Well then, miss, can you finish all the paperwork? No problem, Miss Landu. Alright, everything's in order. Villa, right? Quite an interesting name. Your looks, I thought you looked like more people from Kalong. That's none of your business. Of course. Landu nods and waves at the floating 42, signals Villa to follow the robot. Let's go. This little guy will lead the way. He's quite far from Section 3. Wait, I don't even know what Section 3 is. Aren't you here for the Project Assault? Section 3 is where it was conceived. And you, I don't even know who you are. Why should I trust you? Me, you can call me Igor Landu, or whatever you prefer. It's up to you. But most of the time, people in Section 3 call me Director. When Villa was invited to help the plan Collins undergoing infection, he had forgotten about the encounter he had with Norman Minecorp years ago. Villa only remembered the incident when he saw their company logo on the document. See that building over there? That looks like a donut with a bite missing. Siren, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one. You are just in time. We are almost at the home stretch of chapter 28. We're still in setup mode, but I'm speedrunning this reading because if I did not speedrun this reading, we would be here to almost damn near 8:30, 8:40, and this would only be like one of the episodes that we need to get done. So I'm hoping to at least get 2 more episodes done before we get done here. Through the elevator, Landu points to a particular looking building 10 kilometers away. That's the Immense Power Design Bureau office building of the Section 1 responsible for R&D. It was originally designed for the large cellar building, but it was a prototype was removed. Section 2 moved into the office, but Section 1 isn't here anymore. Villa hasn't heard a word of what Landu said, shining his eyes in reflection of the colossal underground city. Any introduction is meaningless to the sight of such a magnificent subterranean metropolis. Crisscrossing branches go downward from the cold sear sky. The branches from an enormous shimmering neural network that transports signals from one end to another like pulses. Beneath the sky sits an enormous underground city, far larger than any campus on the surface. Futuristic elements based on the classic Mahadas and constructing butchered that word into the grand and orderly metropolis. Life's just the same. Nothing really happened today, so yeah, kind of chilling here. Hey, you're here. You're present. You're awake, and that's all that you can ask for. Hey, nothing wrong with a regular, normal, chilling day. Architectural ideas of the science gathering manifested into buildings around the globe since the Great Depression. The city is not the only one. Villa and Landu are not in the rail elevator, now taking them across the city mid-air. Passenger elevators travel between cars carrying construction materials and experimental equipment. These 2 meter square integrated transports are now the most common transportation in construction. Printing machines, they all bear the same logo. Norman Mining Corp. So Norman Mining Corp built a lot of this shit already, which is fucking insane. Goes to show they have a lot of money. This multinational giant has been achieved in various fields since the last century. It almost monopolized the mining, steel, construction, and machinery industry, as it does in contractors and distributors under its wing. Norman Mining Corp is probably the only corporation able to build a domain underground search under 500 meters deep with a volume of 13 million cubic meters. No one company can handle such a project in terms of construction and resource management. The city is gigantic, and this is but a tiny section of Science Council. Okay, so this is a city. This is a city. So Section 3 is a city. That's fucking wild. This is the research base for Section 1 and 3. Section 2 is relatively small and is in the southern North Mountains. It is located further out of the high cosmetic radiation signals. Section 2 is definitely most costly and construct, but it's worth it. Oh, I guess you don't know. The Science Council regularly maintains Science 1s and 2. Section 1 covers most of all fields of natural science researching, but occasionally works on social and science if requested by the world government. Section 2 mainly oversees interstellar travel, advanced propulsion, and aerophysics. It is more engineer-oriented, so they get a bigger budget. Of course, Section 2 also handles some things that are far ahead of our time. If you get a chance, which I'm sure you will, you should attend a budget or final account meeting. It's quite amusing to watch Section 1 and 2 fight over funding. Oh, that is why Norman Revival Plan name. That is why Norman Revival Plan named Norman. Because they built all this city, I'm assuming. Also, I'm assuming this is on Earth, that they just decided to build underground cities just for the fun of it. But I have never heard of Section 3 before. That's why I said Section Science Council usually only maintains 2 R&D divisions. The Council sets up additional divisions and Section 4 is occasional for special missions that were set up not just a 3rd, but 4th, 6th, 7th, and even more divisions if necessary. The most recent was probably Section 4, and a while ago Professor Victor is probably still leading it. Okay, so there's more than just sectors 1 and 2. Sectors 1 and 2 are what we know now, but there were more sections back in way how in the day. Londu had today's as if he was elected to mention his name, but decided to tell Viller in the end. Should tell you how rich Teddy is, sort of. Yes, Teddy is very, very rich, yet she confides herself with Karenina in the Science Council, now in the engineering department. And is a goofball. You know, they work on things like war machines and weaponry. As for Section 3, his goal is simple. Once it's done, the division will be dissolved as well as Section 4, which brings us why we're here, Project Assault. Luhua! Ha-ha! Towering Londu wraps his arms around a thin Asian man standing behind the door. With Londu built, he can probably crush the small man easily. Years of sleep deprivation have left dark circles around the color construction office. Around the little man's eyes, Lu Wei is more like a stereotypical science compared to Londu. Ew, my shoulder. Oh, they still hurt? I told you to get it checked in Building 13. They only treat terminal illnesses there. I'm just tired. Teddy is also as cute as a teddy bear. Very true. Londu releases the man, but he's still simulating the reunion. It's been 3 years already, have you? Did you get transferred here too? Yeah, I'm the most working new environment conscious generation in self-evolving logistic tree. Oh, I've said too much. Louis wipes his glass and leaves the shirt. That's the awesome part of our work now. Is everyone here, huh? Everyone's here. Then why are you out here? Let's go inside. I don't like crowded places. You know that. Anyway, let's go. Londu nods at Viller. Londu stands before the tall glass door and a faint lead light flashes before his eyes. The door opens and they enter the world beyond the glass door together. Welcome, Dr. Eclor Landu, Distinguished Fellow, Mr. Hui, and Mr. Viller. The office building Section 3 also spots feels slightly cold, just like other research divisions in the Science Council. Deep blue and pure white are on the stem of the colors here between what looks like the sky and sea roads are iron curtains, which are usually acting massive computing units. Researchers who were busy in various sections gather around Landu and Lu Hui. As they enter, Lu Hui seamlessly blends into the ground. Ah, Mr. Landu, you're finally back. Yes, I'm back. I've been over 5 years since you left on that trip. Do you want to say a few words about our section? Oh, yeah, I should. Landu is suddenly reminded of a certificate in the badge in his chest. Dr. Rector of Section 3 of Science Council. All right, then, I'll say something. Everyone should have a copy of Section 3 briefing, Landu says while he pulls out a folder from his briefcase and lifts towards the crowd. Section 3 will handle all the research needed for Project Assault. Of course, all of this is top secret. That's why Council printed the briefing on actual paper. After erupts from the crowd, Landu waves his hand and smiles before his sliding forward back to his cave. The goal of Project Assault is to develop an adaptive, self-iterating, self-learning, generated general AI. With AI, will manage, plan, and learn how to deal with global public affairs and promote fundamental sciences for the foreseeable future. I'm sure everyone here knows what that means. We'll be the creators of God! A researcher murmurs. That's right. I also believe you all understand how challenging this will be. What this multivac can achieve eventually may benefit future generations more than us, and I will share the burden of making it multivac with all of you. Alright, I'll stop here. I've sent out the document detailing all your work assignments for this task. Landu waves the document and said again. If you have any questions, feel free to come and see me. Our team is here, and our researchers are in place. Work will begin tomorrow. Landu nods at hundreds of silent scientists behind him. Wave for discussion follows as the gathered crowd begins to disperse. Landu spots a young man with dark green hair from Kalong in the crowd. Villa looks confused as he keeps gluing to his file. Landu gives him a briefcase with a small mech. Inside him, he brings an item to his desk. Young man, do you have any questions? No, I'm fine. Villa realizes that he has been a little rude to this man named Landu. Villa feels a rare sense of embarrassment now that he has worked under Landu. I've read your file. You graduated from PhD in Physical Technology from Kalong Central University at 16 and joined the Science Council at 17. You're a young scholar here. Is that a problem? Of course not. We will treat you like everyone else. We never judge a professional by their age. But you look like you have some questions for me, am I right? Villa hesitates for a moment before opening a document and his question. Assault multi-score architectural supervisor and cognitive model architecture supervisor. Never mind. Forget it. I said anything. Your resume shows that you are expertise in general AI, mathematical logic, and mechanical engineering. As I said, I will bear the burden with you all. You should know that it's going to be a long and difficult road to get from theory identification to success. The universe and truth are still out there for a reach, and you are still young. Landu pats Villa on the shoulder. Villa does not look like he is a child standing next to Landu. You and I, along with Dr. Lu Hui and Dr. Libodez, will be supervising the core architectural design. Libodez? I've heard of him. Of course, you have. He's an authority in quantum computing. You have probably even read his textbooks. Let's go. We'll head down together. The core architectural meeting is about to start. It's the first meeting, so Dominic and Chief Technician will also be there. Villa looks up and sees a massive steel dome of Section 3 and chill travels up his spine. In the presence of these scientific giants, even Villa, who was once regarded as a genius, feels insignificant as a speck of light in this vast cosmos. Under the steel curtain, countless stars and people move in the grand symphony, each faithfully playing their part. Under the steel sky, human wisdom matches toward this cold, silent universe toward the truth. Oh my god! Oh, that was fucking long. Jesus. I'm so glad I decided to fucking speed this up. We would have been there. That would have probably been our last episode if I did not speed that shit up. Haven't touched weeklies yet. Yeah, same. Too lazy to right now. Damn, I missed all the good stuff. Well, yes, you're all good. Dongsburg, you didn't miss much. We're getting to the good stuff. We are going on with the chapter. All right, here we go. We're also going to be speedrunning this until something significant importance happens. All right, here we go. This will be Short's women's vast night in the trench. His mission is to travel 13 kilometers, 130 kilometers to assault plan to Fort Blue Current with the Fort Line garrison. He will be set off at dawn in 3 hours. The horse is ready. Got a cigarette or booze? Shorts nudges at the night while the soldier with him and shakes his white magic flask in his hand, the metal shining brightly beside the small campfire even in the dead of night. What? The night watch soldier takes the flask from Schultz, quickly checks it. Whoa, Schultz! Whoa. So this is before he becomes an awakened mechanoid. Quickly checks it and stuffs into his tattered backpack. Well, I have a bottle left. I don't know what's in it. See for yourself. The soldier turns around and hands Schultz a different glass bottle, half filled with the brownish yellow liquid. It has no label. A strong smell of cheap caramel mixed with strong alcohol mixed Schultz nose. The smell also tends to be good for warming the body in the depths of winter. Schultz pops the cork with another thought and gulps it down. After a long pause, he stares deeply, leaning against a gold trench, squats down next to the white-necked soldier. Damn! This stuff is awful. It tastes like gasoline, but at least it warms me up. You still want a cigarette? No, thanks. I don't want it. I'll see myself on fire, and I'll leave one. The night watcher soldier finishes out the crumpled cigarette and paper check in his pocket. He takes out the shiny silver lighter and clearly isn't his. He carefully shields the flame and coat lights on the cigarette. This might get confusing. Oh, that's all right. You know what? It'll be confusing, but I'll learn. I'll be spooked and all whenever it does come to fruition. But that's all right. I'm assuming this is Schultz in person, and I'm gonna guess he somehow becomes a mechanoid, and I'm gonna assume that he somehow transferred his brain or consciousness into the mechanoid. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna see. Soon as my globe looks at the campfire. This brandy sure tastes awful. Yeah, give me more. You want one? The night watch soldier gives Schultz the paper pack. Carefree Dad is here to hope. He's here to help, hopefully. The Lord Man himself will come to save the day. This one's not me. Just set yourself on fire. Don't worry, I won't light it. What's confusing is it's just a guy chilling in the forest. That's very true. It's just a guy chilling right now. Schultz takes a similarly crumpled cigarette from the pack and keeps it between his teeth. Hey, Henry. William. Huh? I mean, my name is William, not Henry. Isn't it Henry turn tonight? He died in the morning attack. Why wouldn't I have any cigarettes? Schultz clicks his tongue and spits out a few bits of tobacco in his mouth. What about the Joshua? He's all over the place. William continues to stare at the campfire, the dim light blue at his peak flicker slightly. Schultz has been witnessing many years ago who Henry might not have shot during the morning attack and dropped dead outside some trench. Joshua probably took a direct hit from 150 house wire. Jesus, he got fucking rocked if that was what he got hit by. His Schultz several has to hit something brittle and soft while digging the trench a few days ago before the battle again. He might have never found little John buried naked in the snow. That's fucking just crazy. If you didn't get quarantined from the medic during the time for some reason, you might end up like Ben, who collapsed in the thick mud while shivering and got chewed up bit by rats hiding in the trenches. Nice. One good thing about witches is that you don't have to worry about rats. Even rats struggle to survive in freezing trenches. Shit, it's really cold. Yeah, it took a while to walk to get Joshua out the machine gun barrel. It'll be better at dawn. Yeah. Another silence. Alcohol burn washed through Short's stomach. He's starting to think about the hot coffee, mouth-watering food, steaming bathwater, and salt and both glue. They might be living the life, that's for sure. Even in wartime, life in the city must be much better than that in the front lines. No one wants to be the freezing zone. Sometimes there's not enough ammo. Sometimes there's not enough men. Some waves after waves, the telegram come non-stop. The big shots from Fort Blue only orders troops around, while Short's group had already split into 3 airborne regiments and 2 airborne divisions toward the south. What chills Short's more than the freezing weather is the fact that the group's radio station was blown into bits by the artillery strike 4 days ago. That's why Short's ground forces have been holding on a 20-kilometer deep defense line over 70 hours long. Oh wait, this is this part? Yeah, it's confusing. This confused the hell out of me as well. Annihilated. Alright, we're gonna learn as we go. You must deliver the assault plan to the command center to Fort Boulay before continuing to defend the spot in Polaris. Shorts clicks on the tongue scan, spits out a few more bits of tobacco, gives Julian his most empty bottle brand. And I'm off. The cold, rare roasters of his longest guard by the Fernulia. The air mixes with heavy scent of alcohol, turns hot again before dissipating in the trenches. Hey, what? You sure that you break through? Yeah. I'm going to go deliver a message from the officers in blue. Short takes out a letter, shield with scarlet wax from the chest pocket. The commander didn't mention the breakup from assigning him the task, but the commander simply emphasized the need to keep the message confidential. Oh, the scarlet wax officer radio under the flickering campfire. Wait, what is that? Short pinpoints the bridge on his nose, trying to make out a blurry spot in the distance, and his bright speck rising slowly in the sky. Flare! It's a flare! Enemy attack! His voice shouted with a silent roar, shrieks of shells being fired at the crack of bullets immediately follows. Short knows exactly what those shrieks mean. Bullets whiz past Shorts, hitting the frozen ground, creating scattered uneven pits. William! William can't see or hear Shorts. He grabs his rifle, starts feeding off the enemy, advancing under the cover of dark, along with the comrades forming on the trench. Short struggles to keep suppressed on the urge to pick up his gun. In 2 days, his unit would launch a breakthrough. The command center will send Short on the other side of it be wiped out. But now they are under the night ambush. Short doesn't know if the attack would last 2.5 hours, but he must set off immediately. He must deliver the message, break out the command center in Fort Blue, no matter what. William! Shorts tries to call out William again, but William's never seen. Shouting is meaningless. I'm sorry, but it's time for me to go. I hope you all have a good time. All good, Doctors. We'll see you around. Hope you be safe. Hope you have a good morning, morning, or afternoon, wherever you may bar. And we'll see you around. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue the speed run. Schultz quickly checks his ammo supplies. He collects his whole plan signed by the commander and checks his pocket. He hasn't seen any enemy, but he continues artillery gunfire on his mind, telling him to stay away. More comrades continue to the trenches and are heading to the same direction. Shorts passes by them, shorter guns start crashing with something hurting him, but doesn't care. Luckily, no one is going the opposite direction. No one is calling horsemen. The squad to take him out. Sorry, I'm sorry. The narrow trench is now filled with soldiers that they are now going into the grave of the war. Move, get out of the way! Time seems to be moving in slow motion. Worse spins in his eyes with large speed before slumming into the ground. Under his face, the boot is another knee and then nothing. He searches for support, but touches something warm, wet, and wrinkled. I know, good leverage point. He falls in his arm and finally finds something he wants to round to. It's probably just another boot, but doesn't seem to match with the knee. He struggles to a stand, the cold sweat. After he skips that, it's too fast. He's confused because he should be in the trench on the flat ground. Air raid! Shoot him down! Shoot those men down! Get down! That was Shorts from his last memory before waking up in the same smell of salt and the POV camp castle. Another shell exploded just 10 minutes later. The blast wave flipped around again. He isn't as lucky as the protagonist in this light novel, which he never got to lie on the battlefield and gaze at the stars. He was buried face down in the cold soil. Oof. There were no stars at night anyway. Surgery! Need more! But when you send the explosion echoing in his mind turns into a sharp buzzing, he can finally figure out what he's intent, surrounded by people in white. What enemy has sent to these people Enemy karma, good! All is up to you. 2 years is up to you, of course. End. War. No. Start. Figure in white persists his eyes open, waving and flashing back and forth. After making his line, he finds a person signals to someone outside the tent. Since then, Schultz never saw this place. He couldn't remember the place. Or again, he the voice of the doctor who pointed the flash on his eyes. He was bagged, dragged out of the room, tied up, and chucked into an open truck. He nearly froze to death before he saw the light again. Oof, damn, he going through it. The warmth of the POV camp soon found him. Soldier was worried that he'd be transferred to front lines of tours or clears and landmines first, but he soon realized the camp was more humane than he thought. Apart from the roll, times, and calls 3 times a day meant while gathering, the camp was finally peaceful. Schultz has never read the conventional treatment of the POV, but needless to say, it's nice. Fortunately, the sealed assault plan signed by the commander was not confiscated by the guards. The only downside is that in the 2 months he received no news of any comrades. Got a cigar, booze. It is a sunny day. The president of the squad at the designated time. Pockmarked man across from the claims with Deputy General Lebowitz. He does look like a general. Schultz is judged by his status and the quality of the cigarette and is a delicate, filtered, and good flavor. No. Hey, I don't know. What I haven't seen any of my comrades here, huh? You see, this camp is pretty big, right? Even people with status like you know what people are, but why haven't I seen any of my comrades? Which one are you from? Schultz glances at the wily of Lebowitz, but chooses to trust in his fine cigarette. 50 cents of veteran, sent from Mongol Brigade, eastern defense line of the Fort Blue. Oh, huh? What's wrong? 3rd Army 57 Division Army? Yes. That can't be right. The unit was disbanded 3 years ago, so this man's been in a coma for 3 years. 3 years ago? Impossible! I've only been in this camp for 2 months. My brigade was bringing a breakthrough with Division HQ 2 months ago. Are you the Deputy General or am I? You're from the 57th Division? What do you think? Uh-oh. You over here. Camp guard with a rifle shouts out looking at the bullets and Schultz. No whispering. The boat stops talking, gives Schultz a look, and leaves his seat unreluctantly. Schultz also gives him more. He stands up, brushes up the dust of his pants, and walks to the other side of the sunlight. What's going on? Disbanded 3 years ago, but I got a mission to commander 2 months ago. What's going on? Schultz squints at his barbed wire on the high walls, buried by the sunlight, feeling powerless in his first time. Now, okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here that these are not his memories, which is kind of why something's happening here. He's either this man, Schultz, robot, he's either infused with all these different minds, or this is the real Schultz. It still feels like some power is manipulating the clock and tearing away the calendar pages one by one. 2 years fly by just like that. Schultz never saw the books again after the day. Soon forgot about the old man's ridiculous claims. Here, he learned to play bridge, football, boxing, and fellow inmates. He even organized a modest sports meet. Some prisoners followed military manuals and tried to escape again and again. Some were shot dead, while others were transferred to different POV camps. Schultz never tried to escape. He didn't see the point of a soldier like himself trying to escape when he was surrounded by a bunch of officers. He also started to accept the fact that he had failed his mission. Maybe his comrades may hide out just fine. He's telling himself. But what a voice deep down continues to break his heart, the same way the crimson wax seal on the letter should have been delivered back in the burns on him. Schultz, cough. John. Schultz quietly slips back the letter back into his pack before John gets to the desk. Come on, it's roll time call. Can't believe you're slower than me. It was some personal. Alright! 300 kilograms worth of heavy explosive bombs whistle down, driving at the campfire's faint crack. Great alarm! The whistle ends in a deafening explosion. But barracks windows, wooden flames shatter instantly. Sharp blades cut into Schultz's arm and shields his head. Nothing goes up but a bouquet of snowflowers and rain. No, just yesterday. But it's not the first time to think about that. Run! Schultz grabs his controller and stun lab behind him and scrambles out of the barracks. The bombs have been landed less than 100 meters away from the barracks. They don't have time to figure out where the bombs landed exactly. More bombs soon follow, whistling over the overcast sky. 3 bombers scoop over the overhead seconds after the barracks. It's just when Schultz sees the 2 killers, a small bottle is falling from the bottom of the bay. It's extraordinary bombs! What is this, World War II? Within mere seconds, the room were just engulfed in flames. The inherited explosions into magnesium and little particles were just bits of gasoline and white phosphorus splattered into all directions. The only wooden barracks, the ground, iron fences, and machine gun nests, exploded, flash and flat, scorched blood and skin, 1200 degree flame over like a boiling river. And this is just for the first wave of the attack. This is, get outside now! Is the supposed incendiary bombs were targeting camp itself, running away from the river of blood and fire is the only way to survive. But there are 2! Another highly explosive bomb blows up in the camp near the mountain, turning the tall stone into rubble. The second wave of bombing is here. Outside, you idiot! The Mr. Human bomb plane strikes and roars with a makeshift anti-aircraft gun. Schultz has the shot at the top of his lung and figures John the hero. He doesn't know if he cares about the life of the guy he has known for 2.5 days, and at least he tells him they have to survive together. Probably not going to hurt a single person. Wrinkle pale grabs Schultz's boots. The guard's uniform gorges blood of blood, turning into the eerie color. He's lying on the ground where his left leg should have been. He's now burning white bones still sizzling. Oof! Schultz grits his teeth and kicks the hand away before turning around to kick the guard over with his foot. Schultz picks up his gun, still attached to the touched hand. But now Schultz's boot is no longer but molded fire. 2 men, one tall, one short, dash across the bowling with fire. The guards lie motionless and silent, bullet brittles to the ground and piercing through his skull. You're awake. Bloody Viscera? If you're talking about the scene, yes. If you're talking about something else, I have no clue what to talk about. Schultz tried to move this but fails. The ropes behind him blurry into the chair despite the missing nods. In the orange spotlight of shining directly onto his face, he can only see a shadow moving past him before it disappears into the night. Oh, shit, what's going on? His body is trembling slightly in fear, anger, and cold. He fears to break himself free, so he bears the pain and curses at the other side of the light. Name. Where am I? Name. Who are you people? Name. Name! The voice behind is extremely calm as if nothing is stirred up the emotion in it. No, they can't possibly be his ally. He was just a grunt with the rifle. We never picked a fight with anyone. He didn't even argue with the recruitment officer who ignored the Pernua record. Name. Shorts Williamson. Unit number. Fuck you. Unit number. Short stays silent. The apparent integration and surroundings of warning Shorts in the situation. He's now in empty hands. He can't remember anything else, but his last memory was him struggling through a deep, dark band with a rookie named John. He was leading the way with a machete he had found. John was following him. Everything I thought was a blur. The letter. Since the headquarters lost contact with the unit over 8 hours ago and receiving no breakout records, he was held out from the south at 3 a.m. on January 18th to preserve forces. That's not right. The breakout was at least 2 years ago. No one would care about a such outdated rifle now. Unit number. Unless did John betray me? These units are the only two. The voice of the bright light from the front of him remains cold. Soon, a slightly cold voice joins him from the same direction. Probably know what we're gonna find out if we don't talk. It's just a matter of time. I have nothing to say to you bastards. Why are you loyal when you're such an ordinary soldier? We just want to know your unit number details on this letter. Tall figure walks up the Schultz and carefully lays but recognizable piece of paper on the table in front of him. Schultz immediately recognizes the item before him. I don't know what it is. The letter tightly sealed. Tightly, the crimson wax is still glistening in the light. We found this on you. I don't know what this is. We'll find out. Why don't you just open it then? Don't you want to know what's inside? You might not die. Soldier. Someone else seems to be have some, and into the room is likely another soldier, judging from the smell of ammo and gun oil. They united the ropes on Schultz, unlocked the handcuffs, free his hands, and then file out the room. Man who placed the envelope in front of the truck walks up again and puts a hand on Schultz's shoulder. You have the power to choose. The man gestures for another person into the room to leave. When the creak on the door hangs in the thumb, what's more, Schultz is alone in the iron room. What the hell? Schultz comes down before it tries to place the piece together, and the situation makes no progress. Neither hellish POV nor his suspense scrambled feet to the east for the past few days. John can explain why he's here. John wouldn't betray me, would he? No, he was also captured in the camp, so the enemy must have caught him too. What if? Short stares into the letter, see what the scholar looks on the table. But it's over 2 years. He must have broken up by now. It's simply impossible. Words of the brilliant old man called the bullets echoed in his mind. It feels like something Ellery is watching him through the letter. Damn it! Short spits out the side and rips all the scarlet wax. Surgery is done. We need more time for confirmation. We can't afford it. We're going to send him off as soon as he's ready. As for what he would do, the enemy will have plans for him. He'll be sent off as a spy and take care of him. Old enemies turn into allies. Former allies turn into enemies. Perfect. All thanks to their surgery. We cut out the last 2 years of his memory. He'll think everything happened yesterday, but it'll be down to your order in the end. Okay, so his years got cut, which is why his fucking memory's all fucked up. Good to know. Of course, the problem will we end this war? No, the war has just started. Figure and white prizes, eyes wide open and flash up back and forth. Get any more booze or a cigarette? Ah, so that's why he always says that then. Brothers clear, good visibility. Radio readings are normal. No enemies in sight from Dagger. Thanks, Dagger. You can return to your base now. No problem. Having hunting boys. We can see the plains and foothills. 200 kilometers to go. Pull down, pull down. Follow for the order to side. Diddy. Doity? You're up first. Wow, I can't believe I said Diddy. Let's send those treacherous bastards to hell. Ugh. 2 years have passed. Has the war ended? If I'm the enemy. Am I counting on my enemies, or are my enemies the real enemies? So who am I? Hold on. The envelope hasn't been fully opened. Scarlet wax most of his hand. It begins to twist like blood flowing in him linked to the letter. Pain sears into his hand like a burning fire. He continues to fish out the letter from the gushing crimson blood as if he is possessed by a demon. Ooh, surviving Lucerman. That's interesting. Who can hold on one Gilman rhymes? Just go on, my child. Do as I say. This will be Short's woman's last night in the trench. His mission. Okay, what the fuck? I'm not reading this again. If we just gotta fucking do this shit again. Okay, thank God. All right, we'll have time to do one more, and then we'll be really set up really nice for everything to happen. All right, let's do this. Speed run. Londu tried to calm himself by calculating the number factor on the wooden paper on the glow set of sunset. Every yet, he lies in the bed counting his patterns. It reminded him of that night, the real Siberia, and his grandmother was knitting sweaters and stick and finger letting him read the stories. Wild. I was able to understand everything that happened, even while speed running some of the shit. Maybe confused, but hey, I got it down. which fighted out the most intricate patterns, but Grandma was still an only woman who survived civil wars. It was natural talent, or perhaps a deep human instinct. He wondered. Most people can't understand the mathematical principles behind these complex patterns, but that doesn't stop it from creating intricate designs. Also, if you're gonna hear a lot of loud banging, our floors are being redone. So if you hear a lot of banging, like right now, that is what it is. So I'm gonna try to make this very quick, so that way you guys do not have to continue to hear that. Let's get doing. That's not exactly true. He smirked. How could they on top of the series complete Shakespeare's compared to Shakespeare himself? He glances at the watch. It's 5:50 p.m. He sits up abruptly and picks up communication behind him. Hello, Luke, are you here? Igor, you need me? It's so late. Why are you still here? They gave him the welcome party, not me. It's been so long. Where's Villa? Is he still in the lab? Villa doesn't leave with Landu. Go and get him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Tell him I said so. He listens to me. All right, I'll try. Okay, see you at 6:30. Landu hangs up, stands up at the door, lights a cigar, sees from the corner of his eye the light burns room, and the first floor is also on. No wonder Burn hasn't showed up lately. Maybe he doesn't really get along with work. Kozlov. Landu rooms faces the council famous golden wall. Over summer at 300 3 meters high, covered wall of ivy and various flowers, is a spot where many young couples in the academy confess their love. Each couple would have a small pot of roses and a symbol of their love, even if they don't ever stay together. This means extra work for the council's public workers who have to collect these withered plants every year. In his early days at the council, Landu would occasionally take a break, pour himself a drink, secretly bless the young lovers. He believed there was nothing more than precious youth in time like this. The sun is at its peak, under the flower of the wall, lovers in a sphere. During the prime in the 20s, Landu is distinctly reaches in a frowny glass at the window and realizes it's been empty for 3 years. A little robot over at his side looks unhappy. He notices that Landu's arm. Do you remember the little bottle flew when we first met 88 years ago, 42? Make it how it was before 42. 42 seems reluctant to give his owner alcohol, but it simply nods and flies out the message of his eye. Buell for the wine delivery. Yours is a wonderful indeed. Landu shuts, pulls out a cigarette, glass strainer, and leaves the bedroom. The room dims away, letters Landu steps out, the sunset glow is illuminating the wooden backdrop wallpaper finally pierces through the facade. Golden light is now shimmering on a cold Montefiоре's protected screen. I didn't expect Section 2 to be so open-minded. Of course, it is a fact. Well, hold on, who was that name? Krolev. Oh, we've heard that name before, haven't we? Krolev. Oh. Oh, he's the robot that did Selena in. Wow. So to see him in person, that's fucking insane. Well, ain't that fucking interesting? Alright, let's keep going. You think Master going to read and understand deep space blueprints? Sometimes knowing too much can be a heavy burden for ordinary people, but the Science Council has always been open about it. Anyone interested in learning apply can student council at any time. How long it's proved to be accessible? Actually, whether it's accessible doesn't depend on the knowledge of the truth itself. The refined woman in glasses sitting next to Koloff says, anyone who wishes to supply Schwartz. Hold on, are these people from the... I have a feeling all these people are from the Church of Machina who just eventually just turned to fucking robots. Because we got Krolov, one fucking crazy robot. We got Schwartz, heard that name before. We've got the other person that we just saw. I'm wondering if all these people are just fucking robots. Anyone with just blueprints can be built in aerospace or played in the backyard. Anyone's truth or inaccessible would meaningless, valid fucking jar. Whether it can be built in one thing, but we have to say another thing with permits. Yes. Li Hui. Yes, as Ms. Schwartz said, there were no qualifications for obtaining knowledge and truth. Landu notices Villa from the vent. Shoulder Villa takes a hint and leaves the table. Your new student seems to have a strong personality, which is great. Yeah, keep me a little strange. He always doesn't like crowded places. What's the dude think? Is he talented? Yeah. A few days ago, he proposed a low two-dimensional quantum key. Based on his different group, he looks quite promising. Why don't you take him? Or did you really take any more students, right? I believe Mr. Roberts said any new students for a long, long time. Yeah, I mean, Lobet's is the last student he was right here with us. You never thought your student would go to Section 2 for astrophysics, right? We have you to thank for coaching her into it, of course. Nope, I definitely didn't do that. I think Lebed's knew all along. I mean, it is the stars. I thought you said he was right. Accurate to predict which star his student would end up planting potatoes on. Mr. Krolev. Schwartz closes his mouth in embarrassment. By the way, Igor, we need to submit budget for the second half of the year next week. What about it? Huh? Krolev slaps his thigh and steps up straight and looks at big drunk. You don't know what you're thinking of 20 months now, do you? I think about the mechanical prosthetic replacement technology provided. It's quite interesting. Did you eat too many lagoon mushrooms? Have you gotten into your brain? Don't drink as much Krolev. Dawning light or what rays will cost money to build. Is it Sector 3 starting to hire? I heard from John that you hired quite a few novelists and playwrights recently. What's that for? For Grasalt, we can't start everything without having the entire team. You haven't officially started yet. Krolev looks shocked. I thought you started when you came back. That's impossible. Building assault requires experts and scholars from every field. It integrates basic science and engineering. Dominic said, I don't need to worry about the budget, but the numbers of the report are tisk. Landu clicked his tongue with a smile. Why do you think novelists and playwrights? You can't expect us lab rats to write creative stories, can you? I know that Mr. Landu is simply good at telling jokes. You, haha, one day I'll have Lobet send you for what tastes of hell. Landu laughs briefly. I mean, designing something like this requires knowledge from every human discipline and field. I plan to borrow some talents from section 1 and 2, also some funds. So he's gonna approach our people. I should complain to Dominic about you. I think the council will approve the funds of the newly array in Dawnlight. But that also depends on whether the United Foundation can squeeze out more money, especially for section 3. The council and foundation will resort to evacuate in the first third of 50 years. Damn, I don't know what I don't like that Triller guy at all. Smooth talker, but he sounds like he's changing everything he speaks. That's politics for you. Politics. Always politics. I hate it. What about this? Landu pushes a glass of vodka to Krolov, wants to take it to the space station. It wasn't me who said it. Krolov quickly gulps down the vodka and shots the glass and takes a bottle from Landu. I think that might be hard. It's yours. You better keep an eye on him, Schwartz. This guy might just drink a whole bottle and actually take it to the space station. Okay, I will. Nonsense. I'm sober 90% of the time and I'm drawing blueprints. Then you better not be in the office during that 1%. For a moment, the route table erupts in laughter and echoes throughout the restaurant. Sounding like that scene of Scar saying that long name in Fermab. What is Fermab? The Science Council dining hall, 3-story building, electric style. This technical style is such as old, it can only be seen as a few scores. Some new belief exhibition halls. Villa is standing next to a balcony outside full glass length. Then majestic tower, white tower, setting alone in the night. Used to be a Tycon space radio telescope, is no longer operational. The voice of a blonde girl interrupts Villa's thoughts. Blonde girl. Is this Bridget? No, Valentina. Valentina! Fallout 4! Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, I've never seen Full Metal Alchemist. Never seen it. Heard of it. Never seen it. All I know is Mustang. That's all I got. Feel ignores a woman greeting attended to gaze at the telescope. When that telescope was built, the park hasn't been planned in the council yet. The telescope was shut down after the council moved here to prevent electromagnetic interference. I need to watch it. I will watch it after I get caught up with a lot of my anime. I am still backed up on last year's anime, but I'm almost caught up to this year's anime, or beginning of this year's anime, and then I'll be caught up to the current anime. So I've still got a little bit to go watching anime. Another Jugmu. Don't know what you're talking about. It's a must-watch for anime lover. Drop the new ones. I can't drop the new ones. I gotta be caught up. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot of new anime that are coming out, especially romance animes that I've gotta watch. Dress Up Darling season 2 is out right now. There's a couple heavy hitter romance animes that are out right now, and bro, there's one that I cannot wait to watch. We're gonna finish this first. She doesn't seem to realize resident listener. She keeps talking watching Lands on the Railing. Of course, now Section 2 headquarters sometimes children want to visit it. The real observation of videos tell raids from interference network on remote islands and deserts. But mainly desert raids and interference are no longer effective with all sorts of older development in the past decade. We really need to put on them in orbit. Feeling a bit embarrassed by Valentine's enthusiasm, Villa thinks about going back to the restaurant. His embarrassment is quickly dispersed by the endless chatter. Although the Tycon Village House was the largest one left in the area, it's still big quite at the angle. But by the way, your clothes told me that you're from Kowloon. Mr. Kowloon told me I graduated. I heard that Kowloon's 8,000 square meter meal array is still the largest accent in the world. So you can talk. I was starting to wonder if you had some hearing speech or difficulties. Your father, Palmat, is the one you neglect the roots. What? I just don't want to talk. Is that hard to see? Science Counter Section 3 Villa. Girl examines Villa's ID badge. So you're Dr. Lindy's student. No wonder you fuse a target in place like he does. I'm not a student, and do you know what chatter like a sparrow? I do. Girl gives him a bright smile and faced by Villa's sarcasm. Are you Krollov's student? Yes. Oh, there you are, checking out this old relic. Small balcony becomes more cramped as Krolov tries to squeeze him in with his slightly chubby body. Oh, so dude's chubby, okay. I heard from Landu that you're from Kowloon. What about it? 3 petroleum telescopes delivered to orbital space tomorrow. Would you like to visit the International Space Station with us? Villa does not respond. He just saying and leaves the crowd balcony without looking back. Weird one that is. Doesn't seem like he'd like to talk at all. God only knows that the 3 telescopes have been counted without the strongest support of Kowloon's new leader. I was hoping to thank him. Thank him. You don't know, he's a young brother of Kowloon's new leader. What we got? We got 4 minutes to try to beat this one. The quantum neural system and advanced mental AI makes it a supercomputer AI project led by the Science Council. The project is collaboration with the universities and research institutes around the world. Is also possessor of Project Assault. That's all they can come up with. The balding man is clearly the one with the highest status among the 4 people in the elevator. The human young secretaries behind him immediately chime in. Hello, Dr. Gordman Ramaleshi, Director of Finance and Transatlantic Economic Community. Your new student makes you look even more younger. The temperature difference between the R&D department and outdoor may cause discomfort. Please understand. We've also prepared breakfast for you. You may have a pleasant uniform morning. Wow, dude, we're getting more and more MC or NPC characters having faces now. Fucking insane. It's just a pre-recorded message, but we didn't find him in advance. No, Dr. Director, I am the third visual simulation program, a project consultant, one of the creations of Section 3. Okay, so third visual simulation. So Project Assault went through a couple phases. So after more than a year, they only managed to create a program that could talk. Patience going on. Kriller adjusts his tie. He looks unbothered by the electromagnetic forces above. Do you know what the column train crew in the section to Section 3? What? I have no idea. The elevator shakes a little and the door slowly open because they see nothing goes on, absolutely nothing. Welcome to the entrance to Section 3 main front lab. Have a pleasant day. How I read whenever I forget. How I read when I forgot I homework due. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Hey, we got a timeline for them homework to be graded. We got to get them done now. Researchers at the lab coat are busy working the research on either side of them. In the middle of the glass door, several meters high, glowing as a dim light blue, look like stars. Behind the door is the greatest electron current in human history. Hello, Dr. Trailer. Calm, shakes the toilet behind by the elevator. Mr. Landu, is this the director of Lucy? Pleasure. Hi. You must be tired from the flight. Please have a seat. Landu checks the guards, the trailer, and his group in the office right side of the elevator. The office is only about 20 kilometers from it, but back square. Communication uses hardware and color-coded labs. It is only a vintage library from the era before. Across from the entrance to the wooden desk piled with documents and equipment. The photos on the table shows that the owner of the space is entirely a workaholic. Next to the desk is a whiteboard covered in dense formulas and iterations. Above the whiteboard hanging from the workstations with 3 screens connected from the ceiling by the cable ducts. What is striking that the office is completely transparent and the clear view of the master central computer of Section 3. Nice office, but you have no privacy at all. Privacy is an illusion of time and age. Landu drinks before turning around to do something. Information is a double-edged sword. You will have to use paper cups because everyone here has their own cups. Spin facts. Landu hands the paper comes to the little shoe and the one trailer who are 2 secretary at the back. These are premium selected Kato coffee beans. Did you get them yourself? From breeding to the final product. Remember to take a sip, the 2 sectors beat the side relief before quickly pick up the cups. Taste? It's been a long while since I had something like that. That is also one of Gasart's functions. Landu lifts a white ceramic cup and points at the computing port array at the glass door. Gasart's mechanical works is one day handle all architectural processes from cultivating, planting, weathering, gliding, fertilizing. It will then regulate and drying, processing, packaging all these beans, as well as distribute the market based on the plant economy. In the future, I won't be personally stuck with these beans. Gasart will handle everything. Is this indeed age of information? No, Mr. Landu interrupts for I'm discussing RAM. This is the future. It is the future that will definitely be realized. I understand that all, but Ram puts his paper cup in an empty spot on the pound. He glances at Trillium finishes the sentence. But does that all sound too bit fantastical? I mean, it's just too much, 2 cents, but isn't it too early to create a super AI that can even govern affairs within 10 years, creating something that can take decades and even sci-fi movies, right? Confidence is good quality, Mr. Landu. Landu doesn't quite understand the Ram's point, glams, and nerves that translate. For Project Assault, we already considered the experience of validating a strong AI with this foundation. Dominic eliminated Assault. It can be completed in 10 years. Cheering to see if he hits it in the next 90 seconds. We're gonna see. If Mr. Landu means voice control, Dominic and Dominic. This Jordan finishes Landu's thought. The council has been endlessly pushed for Tyrion since explosion co-reactor, but then Project Assault is immense piling global corporation. Regarding this, the council has its own interest, confidence in believing in Gordon. I mean, no one could ever thought it would be a cold reactor, right? We have also made comfort completely. Speaking of which, with Landu, I have mentored Dr. Sloth of one of the designers of the function module. That was a long time ago. Sigh. I'm gonna take this set of detection. To be honest, I am feeling the pressure. I am responsible for the lives of factory voters. Once the online goes, these people will lose their jobs, and once it hits 9 o'clock, I have until 9:01. Some people that cannot have leaves, like training AI goes in morality and active defiance get gone. They're also super worried that one day what may happen. No one interrupts you. Landu's eyes become result. Pain is inevitable. We transform into one area to the next. In this area, high quality, we use results of the wings to make it surely fly further. When that happens, the person will resign to most desirable interests hobbies. We can even establish our own cities to the moon, not on Mars. Also, Grenada will never betray humanity. What? 2 secretaries behind will never shock. Betray humanity. Isn't that what people are worried about? The AI will eventually turn against and attack humanity. That's the only foundation of commands you give them. I can assure you directly that the name of science Celtic Assault will never betray humanity. Once Assault is complete, we're under the jurisdiction of the world government. I believe establishing the world government can actually create if hard creating a super AI chip while doing so. It will work, Gordon. Jordan responds confidently. When we give people confidence and whenever we move toward unity, Assault and the science government will give people confidence. And this is just political belief, Gordon. I imagine the immense value behind it. Knowing that the doubts, Trillion starts talking to walks over to his cup. Mr. Landu showed the magic. When the sea things can be expanded by common sense, the region we believe the miracles and magic. Landu nods, picks up the walkie-talkie in a few words. Of carrying cats powers in the office. What is that? If you use a common magic, a scientific called adaptive Dectus 3, it is the 3rd generation we usually call antenna lab. This is just one of Assault's byproducts actually responsible for testing this image. Project Assault currently it's only taxed for 30% of the word internet, but it can help you make any decision any decision. Landu turns on the device and it sees limit down. Can it tell me whether I should launch a nuclear missile? Fuck, we didn't do it. God damn it. All right, we got till 9:05. That depends on how conflict the undisclosed nuclear launch codes to the economic community are. If the conditions are right, it could destroy the world through the extension. Of course, they could also save the world. Fuck! Damn it! God damn it! We were fucking a minute off! Fuck! Oh. Compared to normal, P1 sounds like he's on 2 times speed. I do. I'm not. Okay, now chat. This is something you do. This is something that you very unique to know. I talk really, really fast. I really do. It's just you don't really see me talking that fast a lot of the time. But when I talk fast, I do talk fast. Whew. Damn it, dude. We were so close. We were right there. We were right there. We were right there, chat. But that's all right. You know what? Hey, we're set up very nicely either way, because we're now almost 80%, which is pretty good.
You should play some.
Let me look at this mission story. So we got 28 to 37. So we're about 11. No. What are we at? We're at 29, 28, 38. So about 9 episodes. 9 episodes away till being done. But that's not what. But that's not bad. 78%. 78%'s not bad. What were we before? We were 60? No, we were 50, 58. So we've got about 20% done. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all that we got there. I will double check with you guys, or check with everything on Friday, and let you guys know that night if we will be finishing. We will probably be finishing 28 on Saturday. I will make sure of that. I just gotta make sure I don't have anything going on, for sure on it. But yes, I think we're gonna speed run again. We're gonna speed run again because I have a feeling that we're gonna go into another section when we're done here, because we'll probably go from here and then we'll probably go to another section. So I'm gonna speed run all of this until we get to the next section, and then from there we go from there. So that's not bad though. That's not bad timing at all so far. Pretty fucking good. And don't worry, Carefree Dot, I've done my dailies. All right, I did my dailies and weekly last night, so you're chilling. Don't worry, you're not gonna lose your sanity because of it. So, yeah, that's not bad. And what's even more crazy, chat, is that I didn't even stop to get a water, and my voice was able to go through all of that just reading without any water. I've been out of water for a little bit, so that's not bad. So, all right, we did pretty good work. Pretty good work. A whole lot of fucking reading, I'll tell you that much. So, anywho, I am gonna get ready for work. A couple things here, like I was talking about before. First one, the short film comes out today, or tonight, my time at least. Tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. So it'll be during the day, I think, for everybody else. No, it'll be during the day for some people, during late night for the rest of the people. And then did dailies without being told 99 out of 10. Hey, I mean, look, I got 10,000 BC from it. I'm saving up a little bit for Bianca. So, okay. Short film comes up tonight, and then what else am I missing? Oh, I'm going to be starting the work on the next one pretty soon. And then let's see. I think those are the 2 big ones. Oh, third one. I talked to Danny about this a little bit ago, like way before everyone joined. The short film. Well, I'm sure if you saw my post, you noticed that this is going to be like a different short film than the previous ones. And moving forward, they will be different. Moving forward, they will be different as well. They're still going to have a bit of story recap, but that's not going to be the main selling point of the main video. The main selling point of the videos moving forward are going to be the story that I am building, and the story that I am building for this channel, and what I would do with it. So you're gonna have to let this one cook for a little bit to get to full picture of what's gonna happen when that time comes. I am not gonna say anything on it. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Just know that there's a reason why I'm transitioning to now implementing stuff on the books, because I didn't want to. I originally, I talked about it a little bit last stream. I originally was not going to start implementing stuff into the book, like the book. I was not going to start implementing stuff on the book into the videos until the end of Infinite Loop. But I was not going to wait that long because I'm like, I'm just going to start this now because if I don't start this now, I have a feeling that I'm going to miss out on. I have a feeling it's not FOMO, but I'm feeling I'm going to miss out on an opportunity to get it started now and start building the pieces as I go. So that is why. That's why I'm making this little pivot and taking the risk of breaking the norm for my channel. So it's gonna be different, gonna be interesting, but let it cook, let it sear it, let it marinate for a little bit, and when the time comes, everything will be into a bigger picture, and you'll be like, "Oh, I see now. I see now." So give it time to marinate. Give it time to marinate, and I'm glad that I'm making the change now. I talked about it on top of that too. Like the triangle, my shorts stream doing really well. It's a long form, that's my weak link. And I think doing this pivot will finally start to get the triangle to move upward instead of downward. So instead of going from an upside down triangle, it'll go into a regular triangle and move up from there. So that is why I'm making this change. It's why I'm making the pivot. And I'm so excited to see how it's going to work out. I know I'm not going to get as much views as I thought. I'm probably going to get lower than what I'm currently getting right now, long form wise. However, I'm fine with it because I know that what I'm creating from this and implementing it into the videos will come to fruition in the long run. I think I even have a quote about it. Let me see. Here we go. I'll let y'all know this quote. Continue to build after this video. We will lose followers and viewers, however, it will pay off in the long run. Trust the process. I wrote that what was the date? I wrote that 4 days ago at 12:52 in the afternoon. So I'm trusting this process. I'm taking a leap. I will continue to take leaps to continue to lead myself into a position and to a life that I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm very grateful that this community is allowing me to make these pivots as I go, and I don't take that for granted at all. It's something that I thank the man upstairs every night before I go to bed, and it's super fun, super grateful, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen with it. So, anyhow, I don't want to waste any more of your guys' time. I'm gonna let you all go. I'm gonna get ready for work. Get ready for the day. My legs are fucking killing me, so it's gonna be a long day from the gym. And I got the gym tonight. So, anyhow, Saturday, 6 a.m. We will be finishing chapter 28. With everything that happens, we're gonna attempt to get 28 done. And like I said, I will let you all know on Friday night if I don't have anything going on. But I have a feeling I don't think anything going on. So plan for a long stream to get Polaris Bound done and for us to get set up very nicely for Infinite Loop. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have a good morning, a good evening, or a good afternoon, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. And I will see you all bright and early Saturday morning, 6 a.m. All right, I'm out. Peace.